downloading porn and now you're throttled.
Bo better stay out of my fucking house.
Okay.
Oh, you do not know what he's up to.
Nope.
Well, I do know what he's up to. He's
once
not
you
here.
find out, it is going to be the best. You think all the pranks I've pulled on you, you were good? Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, you don't mess with somebody's fucking house.
Well, you're talking about Bo.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about cupboards.
Let's see. Let me see. Talk now. Okay.
No, but I just got
Okay, we got audio now. Good.
Troubleshooter.
Yeah, we got audio now.
He was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Oh, my God, it's still there.
God almighty, Mark, you didn't know.
Did you hear what Shannon said?
He's not listening.
Bo got caught with his hand in your cookie jar, and it's still there.
Oh, funny.
Thank you. Love you, Bo, if you're listening.
Oh, that was a good one.
I'm sure he is.
Good. We like the Bo.
Oh, my God.
Okay. I got the audio back up.
More worse.
It's looking good now.
Is your dog about to die?
No.
All right, just saying.
Although I almost killed her after she
Do we have our guests in yet?
Yeah, Matt's here, but Mark is not yet.
Mark
Bellevue's
is on
closed.
his way. He's actually here.
And then I'm still going to John on the phone, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Did you have to start a new...
Yeah.
Here you go, 10 away.
Always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. The other day, we had a question coming in about Massa Medical, M-A, M as in Mary, A-S-A, Massa, or Massa. And somebody said, you know, my brother's thinking about getting it. What do you think? And it starts at about, I don't know, it's $80 a month or something. It's only for medical transportation. It's weird. It's very weird. Anyway, we called Integra Insurance, who does health insurance, to see if they've ever heard of this. Have you heard of it? He said, not until we brought it up. So what exactly were you able to find out? Understanding Massa, here's what it says. The big picture offers members coverages not normally covered by insurance. What they're mentioning is this: emergency ground ambulance transportation, emergency air ambulance transportation, hospital to hospital transportation, and then all this other stuff, post-admission, continued care. They have grandchildren and great-grandchildren protection. I mean, it's just weird stuff. Extended hospital stay. But mainly it's transportation, patient return transportation, companion return transportation, organ transplant transportation. So it's really, as I said, mainly transportation. Has to do with RVs if you get sick on the road. What do you think of this? If you had a chance to look at it, John Jones.
Yeah, well, a lot of these things it looks like are covered by, like if you got an Affordable Care Act qualified comprehensive major medical health insurance plan, a lot of these things are covered by those or by those plans. Also, in the state of Colorado and in several other states, and we also have nationally, these No Surprises Act, right? The No Surprises Act federally, and then Colorado law also protects Coloradans from surprise medical bills for things like this, for these emergency. There used to be gaps when it came to emergency transportation because these were privately owned outfits or companies for emergency transportation, ambulance, whatever it might be. And you could get caught with balanced billing for those services. Well, in the state of Colorado, that's not the case. That can't happen for emergency circumstances. And so that emergency transportation, at least here, it's not a big deal. Now, there are certainly other things on here, repatriation of remains, things like that, yes, that would be not covered by your health insurance. And so there are some benefits built into these plans, at least initially from what I'm looking at. And again, this is new to me as far as this specific.
They're terribly expensive. I mean, they're starting at
I mean, you have Yeah, $63 for a single plan for their best plan, $52 for a single plan for their lowest plan. But then also, if you're traveling outside of the country, I look on some of on their best plan, worldwide emergency, worldwide hospital, worldwide medical or emergency transportation, things like that. Travel major medical health insurance, we have plans. They do the same thing, and they're covering you only. You're only paying the premium for the specific time that you're out of the country, and so it's certainly more affordable than paying this every single month to just go ahead and buy a travel major medical policy when you plan to leave for the specific time you're going to be traveling. And so,
yeah,
I'd like to do some more research on this to understand this better.
Yeah,
certainly. But
it sounds to me, here's what it sounds to me. It sounds to me like it's probably legit coverage, but the average person, I mean, for spending $80 a month every single month, my God, I mean, you're not going to use it that much. I mean, you might use it, but how often would you actually use it? You know?
And like I said, a lot of these benefits would be covered through your health insurance plan, and you would be protected, here in the state of Colorado, especially for these balance bill situations, that you cannot be surprise billed for an emergency circumstance.
And I want to make sure people understand what that No Surprises Act is. Is it only, first of all, for emergencies? No surprises.
Primarily, but not just emergencies. It is also just any surprise. Like there'd be issues years ago where somebody would be in the hospital having a surgery or something done, and the anesthesiologist would come in and be out of network, and the person's put out. They're under. I mean, they have no idea. They're already in there getting their surgery or about to get their surgery done, and then they would get a surprise medical bill that this anesthesiologist was out of the network, and now you owe them several $1,000s. So not just emergencies, not just these random or unexpected medical events, but any surprise medical bills that previously might pop up, these balance billing issues.
I want to ask something then. This is pretty crazy, but it almost doesn't seem fair. So let's just say I own an ambulance company and somebody calls for an ambulance. Can I refuse to go out? I mean, in other words, most of the time, in my estimation, only a fraction of the bill is going to be covered to begin with.
Well, I mean, certainly haven't heard of that happening. Ambulance company declining to go.
No, of course not. But there's more. I'll bet you there's more than a 50-50 chance that they're not going to be paid their full amount.
Oh, no, I'm sure. And I think that when they were, because the original bill about surprise medical bills, the original legislation did not, there was this loophole, there was this gap for emergency transportation, and that was actually fixed for 2025. That was closed with legislation for 2025. And I know that there were, at least I believe I remember there being some pushback from these medical transportation companies about that.
Now, I want to talk about open enrollment. It can get confusing, but the bottom line is this. Toward the end of every year, there's an enrollment period that you can make changes to your health insurance or join your health insurance. After that, you can't really make changes unless there's a major event. Now, here's the deal. Someone told me by text when I brought this up, when Mark just brought up open enrollment, he said open enrollment's a sham. You can almost always find a life-changing event that'll fit to get you some stuff. So, or not some stuff, but some changes. So the law that says you can only make changes or sign up or switch during open enrollment, is it true that it's easy to manufacture what they call a life-changing event?
If you're honest, no.
Okay.
And I will
tell me what the reasons are.
Be honest about their qualifying life events. So qualifying life events: marriage, birth, adoption, divorce. Most qualifying life events revolve around loss of other coverage. Whether you get kicked off Medicaid, you lose your job or leave your job and lose health insurance benefits because of that. You have coverage from another state, from one of their marketplace or the federal, and you move to Colorado. or you move from Colorado to another state and your plan's no longer good in that state that you moved to. So those are a lot of the primary qualifying life events. In Colorado, we also have a tax time enrollment period, whereas if you're doing your taxes, there's a little box, your state taxes, there's a little box that says, I discovered that I might be eligible for a tax credit. You check that box, and that could open up an enrollment period for you. But you have to have your taxes in by the deadline, the typical deadline in April. It can't be extended. You can't have extensions for that. So, but that could open up a special enrollment period for you as well to get health insurance at that time of the year.
So for normal people right now, when does it end? Open, or did it already end?
No, it's technically ends in 2 days. So the 15th is the deadline. Have not received any notification. Sometimes they will extend it a few days. The marketplace will, if people have started the process, just to allow people to get those, like they did that for December. It was December 15th was the deadline, but they extended it for a few days for people who had started the process but not yet completed it. So, but as of right now, the deadline is the 15th. So that's Thursday, end of day Thursday this week.
And is that for both Medicare and regular insurance?
No, this is just under age 65. So under age 65, affordable care qualified health insurance. For Medicare, we are if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, it is an open enrollment period. So there's two enrollment periods for Medicare Advantage. There's annual enrollment period, or AEP, and that was October 15th to December 7th. Now, January 1st to March 31st, someone on a Medicare Advantage plan, if they were sold a plan or got into a plan that they're not happy with, they can change their Medicare Advantage plan one time over the next 3 months.
My God. So with the Medicare, they give the old people another chance at it, basically.
Yes, sir.
And that's for another 3 months. So no matter what you signed up for, if you're on Medicare, you can make your changes over the next 3 months.
If you want to. Now, keep in mind, you would start over with accumulators. So like if you'd used your plan in the month of January, but you changed to a different plan, it would start February 1st. Deductible, copays, all that stuff would start over on February 1st.
Okay. So anyway, bottom line is open enrollment ends in 2 days the 15th for most people. And if you haven't, if they just haven't done anything, will their old plan automatically renew? I'm not saying that would be optimum, and they want that to happen, but is it by default automatically renewing or not?
Not necessarily, and there could be several factors. One, the plan could be discontinued. Now, there weren't many of those this year at all, so chances are, if you were enrolled in the plan direct with the health insurance company, it did auto-renew. If you do you find most people understand that? They understand open enrollment? Or do you always get people calling saying, I didn't realize it, or they get caught with their pants down, so to speak? There are always some of those people. And I mean, clients that I help with put together a fairly extensive email that I send out right before open enrollment every single year explaining. You should also receive notifications from your health insurance company. So that tell you, is your plan being renewed, or is your plan being canceled or not renewed? And here's your new premium. So there's plenty of notifications that go out to individuals. They have to pay attention.
Now, let me give you John Jones, Integra Insurance. John, we'll let you go, and then if we have any other questions, we'll get you back on. IntegraInsurance.com, INTEGRA, IntegraInsurance.com, 303-466-5500. Open enrollment is ending in a couple days. And if you're on Medicare, find out about that special extension for you to switch if you got something you didn't like and you want to take a relook at it. You got 3 months. That's IntegraInsurance.com, 303-466-5500. Now, we're also going to talk about homeowners insurance and all of that coming up with Mark Szymanski. He does a lot of insurance repairs because he can do everything on the outside of your house. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. So what I mean by that is he can do the roofing, the soffits, fascia, siding, stucco, decks, painting. So often people call him. Everything goes on one invoice, one person to deal with. Then if you have trouble getting insurance to pay, that's where Matt comes in. Matt Stanford is with Paragon Services. He's a public adjuster. So stay tuned for more on the Troubleshooter Show.
Yep.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. Denver's talk station. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we still have some activity police-wise in the tech center. This is going to be I-25 at Bellevue. Northbound off-ramp to Bellevue has been closed. It's not as bad as it was early on. A lot of activity off the side of the highway. No lanes blocked in there, but it is a little slow from Arapahoe. We do have some jamming out east on I-70. It's construction from Tower towards E-470 and a crash where a truck apparently hit a train. This is going to be at, it looks like Sable and Smith or Smith and Chambers. And it is going to be a slow spot in there, but I don't see anything that's real major on that one. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. I started Blindster in my garage back in 2010. Since then, we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters nationwide. Our blinds are DIY friendly, guaranteed to fit, and always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
Discount bath.com. I love those words, discount and bath. You know, normally baths are considered expensive, but I'll tell you this, Discount Bath has made a pledge for the best value and prices anywhere given the same product and the same service. Discountbath.com. Mark and Sue's have a beautiful bathroom they put in. You can put in your dream bath, or you can put one in a rental or in a fix and flip. Whatever it is, you'll get the better price. Go to discountbath.com and you get an upload link. Yeah, that's right. You answer a few questions. They send you a link just for you that you can go to upload video. Then you walk in your bathroom and say, hey, I want to move this vanity. I want to make it a double vanity. I want this to be a walk-in shower. I want to move the toilet. Want to move a wall, whatever. And then they send you a price. And that price is pretty damn accurate, but they'll come out and visit if you want. 720-979-2322, discountbath.com. That's discount as in lower prices. Discountbath.com.
Yep. I guess discount sex is good too.
I wouldn't say that.
I got JD Windows. You guys ever heard of JDI Windows?
No, well, that's
how much time do I have, bro?
Called Brian to look at what something.
3.5.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys went out.
Brian.
They went out and took every window out and put them all back in with foam and made them so they weren't crooked and shit.
Really?
Yeah, and the guy that said he was the owner, this is the baffling part, was the sales guy. We finally got in touch with the real owner, and he got out there the next day. But the sales guy kept telling the caller that he was the owner. I mean, that is so fucking crazy.
Wow. This wasn't on your house, though, right?
Oh, fuck no.
It was some call we had a week or two ago.
I've never had work on my house done that hasn't been someone I know, like Mark.
Yeah. And you haven't done windows except for the
No,
slider.
I had Gravinus look at my windows. He said your windows are fine. I wouldn't fuck with them. Plus, they cost a fucking fortune, I guess.
Oh, they do, man. That's one thing that's really gone up. I mean, just a window cost itself is anywhere from $700 to $1,200 a hole, just for the window. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, you get some shitty ones for less than that, but why do that? Not in this climate. Right.
How do I fucking send this goddamn contract? Windows. Add recipient.
Good morning, Tom Martino Show. Sure. What's your first name? All right, Terrence. Hang on for me, and we'll be right with you, okay? Uh-huh.
Order.
That's crazy. Somebody paid that much for first row in the south stands.
Yeah, $8,837 and some change for
That's
4
crazy.
tickets. You know, it's somebody. I don't know. It's 4 tickets too. It's not even 2. It was all 4.
Yeah.
I figured 2 would sell than 2. The one that blew me away was we had some. I want to say it was Nashville. It was New Orleans. What's their?
Oh, the Jazz Fest.
No, it was Taylor Swift.
Oh.
On the Eras tour. So we had tickets. They were just regular old tickets. They were like $400 each. We sold those for I think 4,000 each.
Good.
Wow.
Regular old fucking tickets.
God.
I mean, I've sold some tickets at some high dollar. I've sold some shit to the Pac-12 that were 4 seats and a parking pass. These were nice though, included food and all kinds of shit. 50-yard line, beautiful shit. But I want to say I got 14,000 for those. Jeez, George Strait, I got.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and who's that? I can't think of the guy that opened up for him. He's really popular.
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. So I got.
Man, that's a big ticket.
I paid $5,000 for 8 seats, and I sold 6 of them for about 15,000. Plus, we went to the show.
So you went for free and then made money on the.
Made a shitload of money.
Wow.
Made $10,000.
Where was that?
For iHeart.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I have with us, we have some guests with us today, Marco at the studio. Marco, take it away. And then I want to ask him about, introduce our guest, please, sir.
Mark Szymanski with us, and then, of course, Matt with Paragon Services. And we're talking construction.
Yes.
And I was asking him, listen to this, man. I was asking Matt how biz is. Think about it. Most of his stuff is going to be huge catastrophes like the Boulder fire, right, Matt? Or your everyday eatings, if you will, are more like hailstorms, right? Individual homes hit.
Seasonal, but yes.
And we had a pretty slow hail season. It wasn't super slow, but
there were a bunch of storms, but none of them amounted to much.
It wasn't a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And then this winter, we were talking no freezing pipes yet.
No.
Or Mark, you said there was a couple you've dealt with, but nothing big.
That was from the wind.
Hey,
winter sucks.
That high wind.
People want to know. People want to know, inevitably, we talk about bad faith, and sometimes I assume people know what it is. Bad faith is a pretty serious thing. Bad faith is the nickname given to, it was given to like a lawsuits or lawsuits in general against insurance companies for denial or delaying of claims. And I heard that Colorado is one of the friendlier states for consumers when it comes to bad faith. Is that true?
Yeah, if you are willing to, take that into litigation and you're patient, it can take 2 years. And not a lot of people want to go that route, but the ones that refuse to give up, bad faith can pay triple. So you get treble damages, basically.
Do they normally give in when somebody gets that serious to file a bad faith claim, or do they take their chances? Are they that bold?
They usually settle in mediation. So I very rarely see it go to trial, and the few that I have seen gone to trial, I've only seen one win on bad faith. So bad faith is mainly a threat to the insurance company.
When you say you've only seen one win, you mean you've seen mostly insurance companies win?
No, I mean from my desk, let's say I give 10 to 15% of my claims to attorneys.
Yeah.
Of all of those, and there have been hundreds, only one has been a bad faith win.
Oh, but that means only one went to trial, or one, or they settled?
Only one of them went that far.
Okay, got it. But the others either settled or whatever. I've never heard, believe it or not, I've never heard of a consumer losing a bad faith. Now, and here's why. This was told to me one time by an attorney who handles these. He says where they get them is on the delay of claim, because many times insurance companies simply don't respect people's timetables. And I don't know what you have to prove a delay of claim, but it doesn't even have to be a full rejection.
Right. If they're sitting on their hands for maybe a month, when if you're trying to contact them and they're not responding,
and you're trying to build and put your life together, they can be in big trouble for that.
Right. And then the situation with Marc Mager's house, they were trying to use semantics of policy language to wiggle out of coverage. That's another big no-no. They were calling it a flood, but it wasn't a flood. Things like that. So they're tricky. They're always trying to get people.
So the bottom line is this. When somebody has a big claim, the insurance adjuster comes out. What does the consumer do? There's nothing the consumer can do right or wrong at that point because the adjuster is going to do what the adjuster does. At that point, they need to do nothing.
Right. Give them the chance to get it right. And most of the time they pay low or they wrongfully deny. And then you have a professional check it out, a contractor or somebody like myself. Are these numbers accurate? Can the job be done for this?
And what is the main area where they usually shortchange people, if there is one?
Well, a good example is like a hail claim. Okay, hail hits a house, and you might not know as a homeowner that you have damage to your windows, siding, your paint, AC, fence, decks. A lot of insurance companies will send out a rep from either out of state or third party inspector, and they'll just look at the roof. And if you're lucky, they'll pay for the roof and walk away.
All right.
Right. And then so you have all these other components that they missed. That's probably the most common scenario.
All right, we got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-8255.
Thank you.
Thanks for waiting, because I normally...
What do you got?
No, I said normally...
Yeah, we still have some activity police-wise in the tech center.
So
it's going to be
thanks for waiting. I said that tick.
Oh, I thought there would be a big...
Yeah.
And I didn't even get a chance to type these two. U.S. Mortgage 60
is a little slow from Arapahoe. We do have some jamming out east on
And who
I-70.
else?
It's construction from Tower towards east.
I got one for Mark to do.
Okay.
Truck apparently hit a train. This is going to be at, it looks like Sable and Smith, or Smith and Chamber. And it is going to be a slow spot in there, but I don't see anything that's real major on that one. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth.
Crime, chaos, and consequences. I'm Lisa Booth, and this week law enforcement analyst Paul Morrow talks Maduro's arrest, and Senator Marsha Blackburn breaks down her push to deport and denaturalize the Minnesota fraudsters. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, you remember me saying I love insurance brokers and I love health insurance brokers and people who can shop for you? I like that for loans too. Now, I encourage you, whenever you're going out for a loan, do some shopping. U.S. Mortgages is one of those companies I would call. David Szymanski and his team aggressively search the mortgage market to find the best rates and the best terms for you. That's right. Right now, they have a 5-year fixed rate for $4.99 or below. That's 6.04 APR. You can get a 5-year fixed 4.99, and you can refi out of it at any time. In fact, anytime that you have a loan with U.S. Mortgages, you can refi. If rates go down for as little as 0.5%, they'll refi you free of charge. And there's no limit to the number of times you can use it. 303 low rate, 303 low rate.
MyMoneyMyWay.com. It's a very simple thing. As you get closer to retirement, you're going to want that guaranteed income. I'm not telling you to cash in your entire IRA or 401k, but I am telling you should look at annuities. And the one at MyMoneyMyWay.com you're going to love. You get a 15% bonus that starts growing day one. And you also have a long-term care rider. So if you do fall ill, after you turn on that guaranteed for life income stream, that check each month doubles. You could never outlive this kind of income. You want to make it part of your retirement. I want you to call Joe and Jordan for all the questions you have. Go to MyMoneyMyWay.com.
Running a business.
Very nice. Thank you.
No, thank you, Shannon. Thank you.
Suze instantly came up on my Instagram.
Nice.
So I sent her the video of the guy knocking out the 4 people at the... So she's got it.
Where was it?
It is on Instagram.
Send it to me too, man.
Well, how do I find you on there? Yeah.
Just send me the link to it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I might have got... I don't know, man.
Understood.
I don't use Instagram. Gosh.
See, that's what I was thinking.
I use MySpace.
I can't. You are killing me. Hang on. I'm finding you. I think I got a link. All right. It is via Instagram, but it's on its way to you.
Oh, I heard
there's
something.
a link.
Here it is. Here it is. I'll follow you, too. See, this is Suzanne's Instagram on mine, I think.
I see.
Oh, man, I missed it. Hold on. All right, he's got the flag. Of course, all the purpled hair, white women. Oh, my God. He's badass, dude.
Who
No
is?
kidding. This
guy knocked out, like, so far, 3 guys.
What are we talking about?
Wait for the guy in the maroon coat to come after him. This guy.
What are you guys
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Oh,
That dude is asleep.
Oh, knocked his ass cold.
What are you looking at?
Isn't it awesome?
Send it to Tom.
Send it.
I want to see it.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
my God, it is fantastic.
Don't tell me. Let me be
it's a
surprised.
It's a true American fighting the crazy fucks. God, that one where he just goes straight like a board and passes out. Just knocks his ass out.
Are you talking about Red Jacket?
Red Jacket.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Red Jacket's the best. I could watch that 20 times. How come they always have fucking purple hair and they're overweight? Why is that? Why?
They eat a lot of Wendy's.
I don't understand. And they all do. All the women, they all look the same in these videos.
It's gross, right?
Who's the girl with the jeans? I just watched a movie with her. You never see protesters look like her.
Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney. You never,
Sydney
ever.
Sweeney. Yeah.
They're never hot.
All these women.
Did you
that are-
send me a
And what do
link?
these people do? Do they not have jobs?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to see what the hell everybody's talking about here.
Do it
Oh
during
my God,
the news
it
because
is
we're coming
so
back now.
awesome.
Hang on.
Oh, I don't see a text from you.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
Hi. Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. What's on your mind today? We're talking insurance. Terrence, by the way, has a comment on MASA. It's called MASA Medical. What it is, it's coverage for emergency transportation by helicopter and ambulance. That's mainly what they do. They have some other coverages, but it seems like a highly specialized coverage to pay $80 a month for. It just doesn't seem like a deal to me. I mean, and especially in Colorado where there's the No Surprise Billing Act, which means that you're not going to be charged for the ambulance beyond.
I'm not so sure that's correct. You're saying so if you're lost up in the mountains, they got to send a helicopter for you. It's at no cost.
He didn't say that. What he said was when you have an ambulance and they bill your insurance, they can't come after you for the balance. And he said that applies to helicopters. I don't know about search and rescue. I have no idea. He never mentioned search and rescue.
That's crazy. I would never own a helicopter company in Colorado.
Well, and I don't even know if that's true either, because we've heard of people, Mark, on the show say that they
in the last year
they were billed for it.
Oh, well, they could. Yeah, they were billed over $100,000.
We got to look into that. We really do. Let's look at Terrence. What is your comment on MASA insurance?
Yeah, I have MASA insurance.
You do?
Through my employer.
Really?
Yeah. And I've used it. Yeah, and it's good insurance. However, they didn't want to pay. And then I got billed, and we fought, and we
now,
went around and around
what were
for
you
about a
being?
year.
What were they billing for? You said they didn't want to pay. What was it for? Did you get a helicopter ride?
I got a helicopter. A coworker got. No, I'm sorry. I got an ambulance. Coworker got a helicopter. Now I didn't hear about him having a problem, but the office administrator where I work, she also had a problem, and she was fighting for me, another person, and herself.
Really? So
eventually, after probably about 9 months of me going back and forth with the ambulance service, Massa pawning me off on other representatives, they finally paid. But it was about a 9-month period, and she went even longer with her ordeal with them. However, like I said, I didn't have to pay anything for my ambulance ride. My first ambulance ride, I went from a clinic to the hospital, from the hospital to another hospital in Pueblo, which is about 45-minute drive. Didn't have to pay anything for that. My coworker, he went from Pueblo to Colorado Springs in a helicopter, and they paid for that. I don't know anything about, other than that, I don't know anything about the insurance as far as how much my company pays.
Okay. I looked up emergency transportation in Colorado, and Mark's kind of right. You don't want to be caught here with that kind of insurance. Hold on. Okay, I got your text, Shannon. Let me look. Oh, you sent it to my other one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, let me look at it.
Hey, Tom.
Must have been one hell of a company party.
Just really
I
quick,
guess.
Don't forget to turn your speaker down.
Oh, okay, you're right. Thanks. Sorry.
Was it 4 people in the
Well,
same
leave it
company?
up now.
Needed ambulance or helicopter rides?
Mark, you going to share that Instagram with us or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have Instagram. How do I find that?
So who got hit here? Okay, I'm watching the pro. Oh, damn.
I told you.
Hang on, there's more.
Wait until the red
Oh,
guy.
damn. Who's that? Who's that guy doing all the punching? Bam. Bam.
He's lovely. I want to adopt him.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, how did you send it to me?
I think I did an Instagram
Text,
link.
right?
I did text.
Was it a text?
Oh, that one guy went straight down. Oh, my God. He walked up like a badass and just...
Right?
The red jacket, right?
Oh, love that. The red jacket.
That sounds like...
Love red jacket.
He thought, I'm going to he said, I'm going to straighten that son of a bitch out.
Night, night.
Let me see.
Not quite.
That dude must have a hell of a punch.
Texting it. Let me know what it does.
I think it's more. Do you know the guys who are more like built like linebackers?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they know how to hit people. Like Adam's kind of like that a little bit.
The very end is the best one.
Yeah.
You'll see red jacket twice. Red jacket's at the very beginning and goes down, but then he gets red jacketed.
Well, no, the red jacket thought he was really gonna come back
Yeah,
for like some
like,
revenge
okay, now
or
I'm going to
something.
show this guy. I'm walking up to him. I'm going to show this mother. He walks up and bam. Good night. His legs were just straight. I mean, this guy's taking on everybody.
Yep.
One guy.
Oh.
It happens.
Shannon, where did you see that? Did you see that
Just,
on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok? Okay.
They're just calling it FAFO fight. For what?
Our country's turned into this.
Isn't it? What I don't get is everybody voted for the people in Congress who created these laws where you can't come into this country illegally. You're not supposed to. We have borders. And now that we enforce
Yeah,
it, they
but
bitch
here's
about
what they're
it,
saying, Mark.
even though that's true enforcement.
That's right, but here's what they're saying, that he's only doing it in cities he doesn't like, in against politicians he doesn't
He's
like.
only doing it in, quote, sanctuary cities.
Hang
And
on.
actually, he's
Mark-
doing it everywhere.
Mark, I have this one.
What is it?
He is only enforcing it in cities where it's allowed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you go
Sanctuary cities.
I've
Yeah,
got you coming up
you know, not a ton in Waco. So yeah, probably don't have to mess with Waco too bad.
Yeah,
right?
and let me tell you, they haven't deployed one ICE agent to Franktown. Not one.
It's crazy.
Said it was
It's
right
not on
across
YouTube?
from Maggiano's.
How about the end when he just goes, that's the best. I mean, that's lights out. That's truly lights out.
Oh.
Yeah, he is unconscious.
Oh, dude, he goes out.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know if I like to care. I love the ICE stuff. I like when the cars finally have enough, and it's not even ICE most of the time. It's these poor bastards trying to get to work somewhere, and they have to go through, and finally they're just like, fuck it, and they just hit the gas.
Did you see that one brother get out and push people out of the way?
Yeah.
Yep. Love
I've
that
seen
guy.
him drag people. I saw one ICE guy knock out a heavy-set woman.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was in here when I saw that.
Then they showed one the other day where they tracked her down, boxed her in. Typical 40-year-old white chick, heavy set, same thing every time, have no idea why. But she started crying because they were going to arrest her, and she promised she'd never do it again and went home.
That's the guy that doesn't hit like this.
Okay, we took Terrence already, right?
Well, he was kind of mid helicopter ride.
Yeah, because
Okay,
we didn't
got it.
know if you were
right.
done with him or not.
Let's see if he wants to say anything else, and then I have a lot of information on emergency transportation.
Hey.
What's that?
I added a like to it.
Plumb line's on its way. Plumb line, the name you can trust.
Did that one guy come up their song too? Your buddy, the beer guy?
Say it again?
Did he come up with their song?
No.
No.
Or the dating app I was using for a while, Plump Line.
Plump Line. Plump Line.
Why is the CDC National Vaccination Immunity? They keep calling me. What the hell? I don't answer, but they keep calling me.
It's all bullshit.
You need your vaccine.
They want you to vaccinate people with your helicopter in a crowd.
They want you to spray some of the carbon fiber just randomly on people.
They want you to seed a cloud.
You know, with Shannon here, maybe they do need
Plumb line, the name you can trust.
take his helicopter up and do vaccines.
That sucker is sticky, man. I do like that one.
What are you talking about?
The plumb line.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I went to go to YouTube and forgot you started a new one.
Yeah, sorry about that. Once in a while.
Tom,
happens.
we're used to it, brother.
Yeah. Once in a while.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show that I brought to Colorado 45 years ago, and I got Major Marc Mager with me, and he's at the home studio. Mark, what's happening?
Well, I'll tell you something. I watched oral arguments this morning. I assume most people didn't, with the Supreme Court, or POTUS. One case out of Virginia, and I forget the other state. What's really interesting about this, Tom, here's how I think it's going to go down. The whole thing was transgender, men and women's sports.
That's the case. That's right. And they say it's going to have major ramifications.
Well, it will, and it won't. Here's how I read what the justices we're coming up to. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if it's not a 9-0. I don't think it's going to be one of these 5-4s.
Okay, what's the issue at heart?
The issue is, can a state ban men from playing in women's sports? It's simple as that. And Virginia is one of them. West Virginia said no, they can't. And one of the athletes that was transgender sued the state, and it wound up in the Supreme Court. So I believe what's going to happen is they're going to stick with that. They're going to say, yes, a state can ban it. But it's not going to answer the big question. So let's say West Virginia is playing Colorado in college women's basketball. Well, how the hell's that look? How does that look? You've got one state saying, yes, men can play on the women's team, and another state saying they can't. So it's really not going to solve the main issue until that's in front of the court. Right now, the only thing in front of the court are the two cases, which are basically saying, does the state have the right to deny a male from playing on a female team? And I think it's going to be a 9-0.
But a lot of the proponents of allowing transgenders on teams,
there's not many.
Well, there are a lot of proponents for it.
It's an 80-20 all across the country.
You think that 80% believe that transgender males and females should not compete?
Yes, that's
really?
right.
I didn't know that.
I don't even like the way you put it. Men should not be on women's teams.
Right.
That's how you put it.
I understand. But what I was going to tell you is the ones in favor of that don't consider them men once they start transitioning.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's men and there's women. I mean, it's hard to argue. Deputy Doc is probably my favorite. He's delivered 2,000 babies, and not one time was one a biological male. It's pretty straightforward.
And now, what are you talking about? What, not one was...
Out of all the babies he delivered, not one baby came from a biological male. Not one.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. 303-713-8255. We've been talking about insurance and then health insurance, and then we got into the emergency care. And here's what I found out on the websites for insurance and also some other sites, that emergency transportation in Colorado, now we're going to confine this to Colorado, but many states have the No Surprises Act. The No Surprises Act says when services are rendered for emergencies, there shall be no surprises. That's it, basically. None. Zero. However, if this is what's really weird, it only covers people, the No Surprises Act, if their insurance doesn't cover enough of it. For example, if you have some emergency transportation coverage, it'll cover the ambulance or the helicopter or the airplane to transport you. And then that company cannot come after you for the balance of the bill. But if you have no coverage for emergency transportation, some policies have no coverage, then they can come after you for all of it. Isn't that weird? So the No Surprises Act basically says if you're underinsured for emergency transportation, or basically anything, not just emergency transportation, if you're underinsured and you have a legitimate emergency, the emergency must be recognized and you can't balance bill. However, if you have no insurance, then they can come after you for every penny. That seems weird, doesn't it? So Mark had mentioned I wouldn't want to be in a helicopter business in Colorado because you know that most of the time the insurance is not going to cover it. And you're going to end up losing money every time. Well, I don't know if you'll actually lose money. Let's see, the cost of one of those helicopters to run would easily with fuel, not counting the crew, would be about $1,000.
$1,000? How much is that helicopter? How much is an ambulance that flies?
I'm talking about the operating cost, the hard cost.
Well, yeah, I mean, I dig that, but you're forgetting the doctor, the nurses, the pilots.
That's right. I said not including crew. Would be $1,000 for an hour. And then it would be on top of that the cost of the capital cost of that helicopter that you're putting into service, and then the crew. So you could easily, man, I don't know, it's anybody's guess, but the bills, they do bill, like 25,000, and
I don't think my Kaiser insurance covers a helicopter ride. In fact, it probably excludes it altogether.
Yeah.
Does Medicare? How about your coverage? If you got lost, I'm not
I
talking
don't know,
search
actually.
and rescue.
You know what? I don't know that. I just don't know. If they needed to call a medevac for me or a helicopter for me because I got hurt, I don't know if my Medicare with the supplement covers it. I actually never looked into it.
I think it would be weird if it did. Like I go and I climb Pikes Peak because that's what I want to do on a Saturday. And I get up there and I'm just beat. I twisted my ankle. Come get me in a helicopter.
Okay. I wonder if AI can tell me the hard cost of a helicopter. I know that fuel is going to be about $400, and then you have insurance, and you have so much. Yeah, I mean, the cost. Okay, it says here per flight hour, the hard operating cost is about $2,500. So, and then it breaks it down into fuel, $400 to $700, maintenance services that are prorated. Parts and consumables. Oh, it does not include, hold on, $2,500 does not include pilots or nurses. And dig this, they have to be staffed even when they're not flying. So that's a cost. Think about that. You have people sitting around on call and they have to be paid something. Then you have the hangars, you have the training, you have marketing.
The cost of the bird.
Yeah, itself, the hard cost, or the capital cost, you're right. Is Chopper there? Chopper, do you know what the cost was for the Denver police by any chance?
We got away with about $1,200 an hour.
That was for the helicopter
alone.
But
that was like in 1970.
Oh, give me a break. Yeah, but the cost of the pilots weren't included because we were in with the normal salary of police officers. It was just mainly, like you said, capital and gas.
And when you were on call, did you have to just sit there?
Yeah, we just sat at the hangar waiting.
Really?
But when it wasn't our assigned day, we had other assignments.
Okay, so on an assigned day, what percentage of the time would you be called out?
Well, we had a mandatory 4 hours out of that day to fly.
What does that mean, mandatory?
Well, we were out for 4 hours, no matter what.
Doing patrols.
Yes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. And which airport did you fly out of?
We flew out of Centennial.
And do they still fly out of Centennial?
Yeah, because Denver has a IFR, you can't get out of there type rule for helicopters.
Okay. Terrence, do you have another comment on this air ambulance situation?
No, not really. Just to let you know that I don't have to pay it, so
yeah,
that's a benefit. But as far as them paying the bill, that was a struggle. Now,
that sounds like any insurance.
I had my card. I had my ID with me when I took the ambulance ride, so there wasn't any issues like that. They just went back and forth with me and the ambulance company, and the same thing with the lady at the office.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an unusual thing for them, or if it's their operation, the way they do things.
I think the secret in Colorado is to make sure that your coverage covers at least some of it, and then you can't be balance billed. But the real hang up, and this is really a loophole people need to know about, even if you only get a little coverage, then they can't bill you. But if you have no coverage, they can bill you. Does that sound strange to anybody? It sounds strange to me. Steve, what's going on with your 2016 BMW X3. What is happening?
Good morning. I will cut to a quick narrative, but on the subject you're on,
yes,
we used to have a fantastic medevac helicopter service here when Fort Carson had their MASS unit with Hueys. And it was free because we're already paying for it. Great medics, great pilots, a high-performance helicopter, even with high-density altitudes in the summertime.
Yeah.
They could get up and do it. So we had a doctor with a large ego and said, oh, no, we got to have our own deal. So now, of course, that's escalated to about $2,000 to turn the blades, and the costs go up from there.
It does. It does, man. I mean, when you consider all the other hard costs on top of that $2,500, geez, it can be very expensive. Now, I don't think it's going to approach the $25,000 an hour they start billing at, but I guess if
it's not cheap. I've seen people, as I think some of your listeners mentioned, 80, 100 grand, not at all unusual.
Okay, so what's going on with your Beamer?
Okay, short narrative. Went in to get the window regulator replaced on the left rear window. It's craps, window wouldn't go up or down, can't do that. So I take it to Christian Brothers and I'm with them, and they say, okay, it's fixed, come pick it up. $1,270 later, I go to pick it up, and I can't get the locks to work, the power locks, which is a big deal because there's only one key to the driver's side, and nothing else. Can't even open up the fuel door. Can't even open up the rear door. So anyway, I get the mechanic and the service advisor out there, and they said, basically, whoa, we know nothing.
All right, hold on a second. I got to take this break. Hang on. We'll come right back to you. Let's figure out what's going on with this $1,276 window rear regulator. Then after that, I think he said the locks didn't work or the doors. We'll talk about that coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
Thank you. Yeah.
Job loss? Considering a pension.
Did you want Kevin for this thing?
Maybe. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, no matter what, I think it would add color. Yeah.
You got it.
488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Joe Chiano, my friend, what is going on with you today? We
here.
Always
get out.
Retirement. Right. We talk about annuities. We talk about great different products out there. What's on your head today, sir?
Well, you know, Mark, we are having a wonderful event coming up on the 22nd of this month.
That's next week.
January the 22nd. That's next week. That's Thursday of next week.
Nice.
It's going to be at the Even Hotel, which is right across from Maggiano's on the Denver Tech Center.
Yeah, right in the Tech Center. We've done one there before, and it was a great event, good turnout. In fact, are we going to have some reverse mortgage people there? We're going to have other people, not just you guys and myself, right?
That is right. That is right. We're going to have a slew of people.
I love it.
Talking about retirement and how to make your retirement income last for a lifetime.
Yeah.
And this is really what people want. They want to have an income that could last as long as they will, Mark.
Yeah, something they can't outgrow. I mean, something they can't outlive.
Exactly. And this is what the seminar is going to be all about. We're going to be talking about the annuity pension plan that we have. We're going to be talking about reverse mortgages. We're going to be talking about Social Security.
And long-term care, that's a big one. We're going to be talking about long-term care and some of the benefits of this annuity. You know, going out and buying long-term care now, especially you get up around 50, 60, looking at retirement, it's next to impossible to afford, Joe.
Yeah, if you can even qualify for it.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the qualification.
Right. A lot of people cannot qualify for long-term care.
No, I know that. And I'll tell you, this is going to be a great seminar. If you go to mymoneymyway.com, you can sign up. I look forward to meeting you out there. Suzanne's going to be there. We're going to have some of our experts with reverse mortgages. It's in the Tech Center. There's going to be some giveaways. There's going to be some concessions. You're going to love it. It's a good time, but more importantly, it's educational. Give Joe a call right now. Get signed up. 303-779-6600. 303-779-6600 or mymoneymyway.com. Speaking of reverse mortgages, did you know CMG Financial? These are the direct lender, the bank. They loan over $2 billion a month. Does probably more reverse mortgages than anybody else. If you want the lowest fees on a reverse mortgage, the best interest rates, and they're just straight shooters, you're going to love John Clace. Call him right now for all the information. The best. 303-882-6679. 303-882-6679 or partnerinlending.com.
Hi, it's Steve Mann. Have you heard the commercials for the Mark Patrick Stop Smoking Center?
Anyway, Dimitri wants some revisions made to the estimate. I don't know if you were copied on the emails.
I just saw you wrote something about some sentence about definition of a word.
Yeah, you guys better get your definitions in order.
It's Dimitri, man.
Dimitri.
Great.
I mean, is it revisions for the insurance company?
Yeah, well, for the lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
the insurance companies, they're done.
They already said no.
I know that Ramon guy. He's not gonna budge.
And I think,
But you know,
I think Ramon was being fair.
I mean, we can just knock the job out.
Right.
But no, you know, we're taking it all the way, which is fine. I mean, it's a case study in his opinion. So, but yeah, he wants something in the bathroom added. I don't know. I have to go through it and call him.
I did see something about a bathroom. But what about my
shower?
How much is the total thing going to be?
I think they gave him 20,000.
They gave him about 20.
That's
and,
it?
Well, it's not that much damage.
Oh, okay. It all comes down to it's not much damage.
It's really not.
Is he going to fix everything now?
Let's remodel it.
Yeah, I think he wants to sell the place. So yeah, he's definitely going to use that money to redo the floor and the kitchen and all that. I don't know. I think if I can get everything bought by the attorney, probably 40.
I mean, really, it's the floor.
It's the floor.
Even if you had the shower, okay, an extra 8, if that, probably more like 4, an extra 4,000 for the shower, and the floor is an extra what?
He can get a shub.
Yeah. I mean, really, you walk in his place, he's got a little spot that the floor's damaged and a little spot that sheetrock's damaged.
And that's all she wrote.
But I mean,
Kevin's actually on 7 because Joe was on 6.
Gotcha.
So I put it up here, so just so you know.
Nobody.
Yeah. Well, he thinks he can.
When you pull it up.
Get his own.
I love the detail.
Juice it.
Yeah.
The insurance guy?
No, not my lawyer.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the lawyer.
They
The lawyer
they
has-
have their own third-party guys that shoot for the moon.
I'd be anxious.
Hey, YouTubers, is Bo on today?
I haven't seen him.
I'd be interested to see it.
You know what I really need? I need a pizza.
Yeah, I'll have access to all
At least sausage.
I sold his Broncos tickets for
Not like-
$8,800.
Here we go.
Hey, Tom Martino here. One Clear Choice Garage Doors for all of your garage door needs. That means the opener, the door, the cable, the spring, 24/7 service. If you need help in the middle of the night or late at night, you can't get your door closed, or you just want to tune up, oneclearchoicedoors.com. All of the prices clearly disclosed on that website and everything that they do. It's oneclearchoicedoors.com. All right. So Sarah has a comment on Medivacs, and then I'll go to, I just want to get that comment real quick, and then Kevin Calkin is on from Sheridan Auto Tech to talk about that 2016 BMW. But Sarah, real quick, what's your comment on Medivacs?
I had a relative that was flown by a helicopter about 60 miles in western Colorado.
Yeah.
And it was a kind of coerced her into it. She didn't really need it. It would have been an hour to drive there. Anyway, so she got a bill for $33,000.
Oh my God.
Within 24 hours, I made a few phone calls, sent a few emails, and I got it down to $3,000.
Well, Sarah, thank you for telling us that. Yeah, if she had any coverage at all, she
That's
wouldn't have been
incredible.
billed. I know it is incredible. Okay, so Steve, you're talking about you had the rear window regulator replaced by Christian Brothers, and after that, your door locks did not work. Is that it?
Correct. When you press the key fob, wouldn't open. And so they said, well, we'll give it diagnostic for $270. See what's going on.
Wait. They wanted $270 after they worked on. So they didn't think they were related at all.
Correct.
Okay.
But they also forgot to disconnect the battery, which is number one on any sort of maintenance you're doing on a BMW. So I've run it past several other people, and because it's one of the few things that is hot wired to the battery, there is absolutely no question they shorted it out, because when they did the diagnostic, they said the module that controls the locks is shot.
Does this all sound right to you, Kevin?
It's entirely possible, but they would have had to short across the battery or something. I mean, just disconnecting the battery would have been, you shouldn't have been able to short it out doing that.
They did not disconnect the battery, and I'm convinced, as are several other people, that because of the proximity to that door lock in the left rear when they're doing the window regulator, that they shorted out because they did not disconnect the battery. So I've been screwing around trying to get this new module, which is just a relay that controls the power locks. And then they say they cannot fix it. And I go, really? $1,270 for the window regulator, $270 for a diagnosis, and you can't fix it. So I'm not a happy guy. And when I finally do get it fixed, I'm going to probably take them to court, because I'm sure if they did this to me, they've done it to many.
I don't know about that, but I do know that, Kevin, you tell me, if you did an electrical repair on something, wouldn't you at least take a look at what's going on? I mean,
well, yeah, we would verify it's not something we caused. Absolutely. And I certainly wouldn't, charge for that. No.
So, Steve, did they say they would fix it, though? They would pay for the repair?
Well, yes, after the diagnostic, that's when they said, no, we can't do it. And
I know they can't do it, but will they pay for it? Are they taking responsibility for it?
No, and that is the question. And as you probably know, most of these Christian Brothers, they're actually a franchise. A lot of them are investor-owned. And it's like, come on, people, pick it up, because we spent a lot of money there on 4 cars in the last few years. And
by the way, everything is investor-owned. But I know what you're saying. I didn't know.
We've had though, honestly, when it comes to Christian Brothers, first of all, most of them are all individually owned. I mean, there might be some operators with multiple locations, but in general, we have gotten very, very, very few complaints for as many stores as they have.
Yeah, they're pretty good shops.
It's my first time. I've been doing business with them for many years, and to do a diagnostic after the fact, charge me $270 for diagnostic, and say, yeah, it's a module, we can't fix it. I'm like, really?
Well,
do the power locks work at all? They just don't work from the key fob?
No, they don't work at all, either with the manual inside the car or with the fob.
Yeah.
And
let's have someone call over there then, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
It makes it very difficult. It makes it very difficult to get into even the fuel door. You can't get into the rear deck. It's a pain.
Okay. We're going to call over and see if they'll come on. Somebody will come on and talk about it. Kevin, how would he make the case that what they did?
It's going to be a hard case to make. I mean, they're going to say it's just coincidence. It's going to be a challenge to prove. Yes.
How many miles on it?
136.
It's going to be real hard, because that's when things start giving out.
Module? How much is it?
It was working fine when I took it in there.
How much for the how much did you have it fixed? The door locks. Did you have it fixed?
I'm working on it, trying to find the damn module.
Oh, yeah, they're hard to
find. It's a relay that controls.
But Kevin, you guys work on that, right?
Oh yeah, we do that all the time. Yeah. If he wants to give us a call, we can look up, see if we can find a module, see if we can help him with it.
I'd appreciate it. I'll get your number.
Yeah, let me give it to you. It's SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242. 455-7242.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. And Kevin, can you often source those from salvage yards or not?
Yeah, some we can rewrite, some you can't. So I got to look up specific and see what's out there. We'll do the legwork. We'll figure it out.
All right. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK. Listen to this. Water Pros, the best water systems, the lowest prices. Get healthy water for 2026. Here's your options, man. Here are your options. $2,500 is for a whole house softening system alone. Man, think about that. $2,500, computerized, solid state. Then $46.95 is the softener and drinking water, reverse osmosis. Or $21.95 for a whole house filter that removes forever chemicals, chlorine, lead, and bacteria. If you want just drinking water at the kitchen sink, $1,100. But here's the main message. Anywhere else would be 10 times as much. I'm telling you, or at least 5 times as much. So go to waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
Yep.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station. Ryan Schuling, Tom Martino, Michael Brown Reloaded, and Dan Kaplis. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're still in good shape with pretty light volume. Really not a lot to contend with. We had one crash at Chambers and Smith, and it was a train and a truck. No injuries. It wasn't real serious, but the train was stopped on the tracks over Sable and Smith, so traffic may still be tied up in the area just a little bit. But like I said, the freeways are pretty light. We're at the posted speed limit almost citywide. No rock scaling, so I-70 does remain open. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. I started Blindster in my garage back in 2010. Since then, we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters nationwide. Our blinds are DIY friendly, guaranteed to fit, and always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
Hey, if you're looking for a metal building for a workshop, a riding arena, a barn, a airplane hangar, a garage, whatever it is, go direct to the factory. And I will tell you this, there are few that are truly direct factory made to the consumer. Great Western is one of them, with a giant facility in Grand Junction, Colorado, employing hundreds of people. And you can go and do business with them. Start out at GreatWesternBuildings.com. They're the honest people in the steel building business, the ones who truly have a factory serving consumers directly. GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Thank you.
Getting that off.
How much time?
4.
Thank you.
And have it functioning properly.
My guts.
I can see that it wouldn't be open because you're just talking about the metal edge on the window, just that metal piece at the bottom.
But aren't they kind of beveled and then
there's all kinds of
diagonal cut?
Yeah. I'm just like, how do you get that perfect?
I don't see it
in the field. Because you
and
could.
Brian doesn't know about that either.
No, it's the first time I've heard of it. When I
Well,
first heard it, I said, "You're full of shit."
Just another tactic insurance company are using.
I said, let me know when you're doing one. I just want to go and see you guys do the job.
You're quiet, Chopper. What are you doing, Scott?
Nothing.
There's nobody calling today.
One of those days, man. Empty lines here.
I'm making steaks tonight, goddammit.
From the dollar store?
No, I did that once, never to be done again.
Human meat?
I ordered the wrong fucking dog food from Chewy. Fucking dog food, first of all. 25 pounds. We're not talking a big ass bag of dog food. You ready? $144.
At my place, it's 40. Wow. No, it's not even 40 pounds. I think it's 25 pounds. It's $100.
What is it? Wagyu? Freaking
Wagyu.
My dog,
imported, as in wagging the tail. No, it's for our little Aussie. It's prescription fucking dog food. So that came in, but I ordered the wrong fucking one. So I called up Chewy. It's not the first time I used Chewy, but handful of times over the years. And no questions asked, sent me a return label, and I got to drop that off at FedEx, and they'll give me a full refund on that. And then they got the right shit coming.
Jeez, what a pain in the ass.
Chewy, huh, man?
Is it in a box?
It's in a box.
The bag is in a box.
The bag is in a box. I just couldn't believe it. $144 fucking dollars. Imagine if it was like a fucking Great Dane. It would cost $700 a month to feed the dog. Oh God. That dog would not. That dog would go missing.
We put my dog down last week, man.
Oh, what happened, man? Just
Cancer.
old?
No, he was only 7.
What kind of cancer?
A liver and had little nodules on his lungs.
Fuck.
What kind of dog?
Labradoodle.
What were the symptoms? Couldn't breathe or what?
No, just no energy. Quit jumping up on the bed. Not really eating.
That sucks.
Follow him out in the backyard. What came out of him didn't look great.
What do they do, an MRI and then break the news to you?
For a cat scan. Or dog scan.
I think these vets are fucking thieves.
Oh, it's a racket, man.
Total racket. I got screwed by that fucking CSU on one. They chased my German Shepherd down. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
he's cute as hell.
Great dog. Those doodles, they don't shed.
No, my son has one.
It's supposed to live to be 10 or 12, and
I still got the tins of ashes of every dog Suzanne and I have owned. I can't bury them. I got a couple of them on the mantle. I got to get the other 2 up. I got to find the other 2. They're somewhere.
It sucks, man. I mean, they become your kids, basically.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep. Really, really sucks.
Yeah, so CSU, Chase. So after about 2, 3, 4 grand, I don't remember how much it was, I just quit fucking thinking about it because my head was going to explode. They came down to say, oh, the dog just needs to rest. It basically just, pulled a muscle. Didn't break it, didn't stretch it, but they kept chasing shit down and sending out for more tests and upselling, and eventually all they said was, well, there's really nothing wrong, it's just got to rest. I almost fucking drove down there. I was so pissed.
Hey, Mark.
Sorry, we're back.
Hi, Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager back at the studio, and we have Mark Szymanski with us from GenesisTotalExteriors.com. We have Matt.
These guys, these guys put together. I had a denial on my last claim with Safeco. That was my homeowners. Complete denial. They told me to pound sand, no coverage, don't have flood coverage, even though I did have flood coverage. Then after I proved I had flood coverage, they said, well, it's not a flood. But of course it was a flood, but they outright denied it. Matt got involved, and Mark came over with Genesis. I've used him to do a lot of work on my house over the years. And between the two of them, I end up getting, for what was going to be zero, Tom, 000, I end up getting over $40,000 to get my hardwood floors done and everything else done. It's incredible. And the same goes for roofing. Matt had one, and I tell this story every time he's in.
Yeah,
he had one from the Boulder fires.
Right.
They wanted to give this poor business, what was it, $200,000 to clean it?
No, $60,000.
$60,000 for smoke damage, not fire damage, smoke damage. How much did you end up getting?
I got that thing up to $6 million.
$6 million, Tom.
Yeah.
What?
And the horrible part of this was the insurance company had a cleaning company that was willing to do it for $60,000. I mean, how in bed is that?
Oh,
right?
it's scary. And
now, wait a minute,
Matt.
what were they?
Horrible job.
What were they overlooking? And they have to admit, I mean, when you got them up to $6 million from $60,000, what did they say?
Well, it took a year and a half to get there, and it was a lot of stepping stones. But this was a giant laboratory with all kinds of equipment that was a specialty. I mean, you had to have people flown in from California that even know how to work on this stuff or know how to clean it,
calibrate, do whatever,
all that. And then we found tunnel systems under the building that were smoked out.
Oh.
And then I got them to power wash on the exterior, and then work on the roof.
$6 million.
It just kept climbing and climbing, and with overhead and profit, that's 10 and 10. So that just keeps piling onto it too.
He had another one. It was a caller. She called in, and they were going to give her, after her deductible, if I recall, her deductible was $1,000, and it was a leaky skylight after a storm. So they came out and they approved the claim, and they gave her like $600 because of her deductible, and they basically said it had to be recaulked or something. Matt got involved, she ended up getting $90,000.
Something like that. That was a while back.
That
man.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But $600 to $90,000.
It turned out to be $88,000. I remember that, and it's amazing. So people, I know they're listening and they're wondering, when do we get you involved? I mean, obviously, if we have an insurance claim, are we going to call a public adjuster every time? Are there signs, or are there goalposts, or are there any indicators when I need a public adjuster? How would I even know? How would that woman know that 800 wasn't enough, or that business, that's 60,000? Oh, that's good. We're going to get it all clean for 60 grand. What triggered them to call a public adjuster?
Probably listening to the show.
That's a big part of it, just awareness. But everyone's different. I mean, I get calls from people that are busy with their career. They don't want to deal with it because it's a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of communication. They just want me to deal with it because they don't have time to deal with it. So they call me right when they have an issue. If they have a hailstorm, they call me, and I run the whole thing, and it's smooth. And then in a perfect scenario, we give the work to Mark Szymanski. Everybody's, it's a win-win-win.
And I'll tell you when you definitely want to call is on an outright denial. If it's a hail claim or a wind claim and your neighbors are getting new roofs and you were told to pound sand by your insurance company, that's a definite call.
Definitely a denial. Other people just don't trust insurance companies.
Explain this, Matt. And people have got to understand this. Once they say you have a valid claim, that's a big opening, because then you can actually argue over price. In other words, they might say, yeah, we're going to go ahead. You do have some hail damage. We're going to give you 15 grand for the roof, which is all fun and games. But they're not talking about your windows that could have damage, your siding that could have damage, your deck that could have damage, your trees that could have damage. They're not talking about any of that. But that's what opens it up, is that initial, yes, there is a covered event. Is that correct?
Once they admit that there was a storm that hit the property and that there's damage, then it becomes a scope issue. Right?
Yeah.
And so then we generate...
But that's where
on
people,
our side of it, the scope.
But that's where people can get in trouble, or insurance companies can get in trouble with delays, especially if they agree there is a claim, but then start delaying it. Delaying, believe it or not, is a major problem. Not just denying, but just trying to stretch it along as possible. What is the insurance company's game? Why do they want to delay? Why is it? You remember
because they're publicly traded in most cases.
They're
and
making money on their money.
In a way, they're doing exactly as an investor what I expect them to do.
Now, this is one that came in. A homeowner, this water leak under a slab, the floors buckled, the cabinets swelled, there was some mold that developed. The adjuster says this looks like it was a long-term seepage problem underneath the concrete. It didn't happen suddenly, and they're not going to cover it.
That's a tough one, and it would require some forensic analysis. Honestly, I would probably have an expert come in and see if we could figure out a way to get that covered under certain policy language. Do we know who the insurance company is?
No, they didn't mention.
Because there are companies that come out ready to help and with the checkbook in hand, and Mark Szymanski knows this too. Some are great, some are not, but a water leak under a slab like that, man, that's a tough one, honestly, with mold,
And we have to talk about this because so many people think insurance will cover things that go wrong, but it's not a warranty. It's a sudden event. It's a casualty loss. It's not maintenance. Now, lack of maintenance could cause some problems that would cause, let's say, a pipe to burst or would cause something to happen. And that damage in and of itself might be fixed, but the underlying problem will not be fixed. They're not going to replumb your house or anything like that. So anyway, the bad faith angle here, they thought, was denial without them investigating. They just sent a guy out, and they're ignoring their plumber who said that he believes it was a pipe failure. Would that make a difference? What if the pipe failed but wasn't discovered what is a broken pipe or a pipe failing? I don't even know what that means. Let's say it's earth movement and the pipe failed. Is that a covered event?
Usually, anytime you bring in earth movement, no.
Okay.
That's not. But, that's always my angle, and that's the conversation that I have is, look, this homeowner, this pipe broke sudden and accidentally, and it wasn't discovered until it manifested in the sheetrock or in the paint or in the baseboard. So that's my argument, and it does work. It just depends on the carrier. And every claim's different. So we just have to look at it from a perspective of, what can we get away with in the policy language?
All right. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. RenewHomeInnovations.com. The best price on furnace replacement, bar none. If you want a great price on a furnace right now, call them and put them to the test. The weather's warm and they're in the mood to make deals, and they guarantee the lowest price. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're still in good shape with pretty light volume. Really not a lot to contend with. We had one crash at Chambers and Smith, and it was a train and a truck. No injuries. It wasn't real serious, but the train was stopped on the tracks over Sable and Smith, so traffic may still be tied up in the area just a little bit. But like I said, the freeways are pretty light. We're at the posted speed limit almost citywide. No rock scaling, so I-70 does remain open. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. I started Blindster in my garage back in 2010. Since then, we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters nationwide. Our blinds are DIY friendly, guaranteed to fit, and always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
It is still open enrollment for 2 more days. If you have not renewed your insurance or found insurance, health insurance, now's the time to do it. Or you don't get a chance to do it. Don't assume everything is going to renew the way it was. If you need some last minute help, Integra Insurance can help you. That's Integra Insurance, our friends in the health insurance business. They will find you great deals. They go through all of the options available and will help you find the best plan for you. They save you money. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. Vestera Turnkey is a system for buying a rental home in a market that has upside potential for selling at a profit and great strong rents and a good strong economy. Vestera Turnkey makes it their business to get you into a rental and hold your hand through the whole process. If you want their help to buy a rental in a market that they've researched thoroughly and then sell for profit in a few years, call VesteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788. Okay, it's not really hot. It's not really cold. It's in between. It's a great time to have your furnace looked at for $39, refurbished for $39, bar none. No one does the service like Fix It for $39. I swear to you, this is an incredible service. That's why they limit it to people who've not had it done, because they want to show you how thorough they are. You get an extreme clean tune and check for $39. Or you can get a water heater flush to extend the life of your water heater for $39. And when you do, you're in line to get possibly 2 playoff tickets to the Denver Broncos. FixMyHome.com, book now. FixMyHome.com, book now.
That was awesome. Hollywood stars.
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, it was an actor.
I thought it was Tom Brady.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady.
It was?
Yeah.
Well, he had the money to do it, didn't he?
Clowned his dog.
Yeah, so he could, because dog was dying or something.
Yep. Man. And then the joke is that they think what's his name, Mayer, the current quarterback for the Patriots, he's cloned too. He's raised clone.
It costs $50 to over $100,000
to clone
Jump
a dog.
change.
Yeah, Barbara Streisand and
James Brolin?
Tom Brady are the recent ones.
I never even knew about that.
And the company is Viagen. Now, this makes sense for equine. I can understand dropping
horses.
Well, yeah, you have something that won the Derby.
Yeah.
You could make a fucking shitload of money.
Well, you don't even have to.
But everything, you still have environmental things that happen to an animal. So
Absolutely.
So you're not.
And with the racehorse, you have training, you have everything that goes into that.
You have no guarantee it's going to be the same.
Yeah, but it's going to be genetically,
crazy.
it should be identical. I mean, that's a big fucking jump there. It's going to look the same. It should have the same brains.
Same muscle build and all of that.
Yeah, the environment of sure is going to be different. I mean, no doubt.
Wasn't there some movie like that? And you had your body doubles.
Yeah.
They were hidden underground. And like, oh, I need a heart.
Yeah, and they'd have them like their clone in the closet.
I was thinking of the one where it's
Mark, I was sniffing around a girl that has one of Secretariat's great-grandchildren, and that horse is a hell of a thing.
That's cool.
4 times.
Hell of a horse.
Yeah. They used to, that and the Slew family there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, there's so much money in those thoroughbreds, man.
I don't think you have
They
to
get
clone them.
they get $400,000 to have the horse come over for a stud fee.
You don't have to clone them. You just have to.
You
Get
could
the
imagine
stuff
I'm
out.
slightly less than that.
Yeah, those donkeys in Mexico, they get like $30.
Hell of a show, though, man.
Yeah.
Those bars have a
How was
cover
work
charge to
tonight,
get
honey?
out.
Same old, same old.
Bush, did you get new ones yet?
New ones. I cut out all the dead thing and then filled into next year. Like you can't kill those.
When do you think we're going to bomb Iran? Or not bomb them. When do you think we're going to do something in Iran?
I think
In the next 2 weeks.
I think in the next, I think by Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
I think him doing the sanctions right now is, hey, look over here. We're going to do some sanctions. We're going to make their life a little...
Did you hear one of the security guys from Maduro say that they were
5,000
so
of them they've killed.
technologically
That's a little more than
overwhelmed
across
by
the
the
red
Americans?
I saw that. They said, like, all of a sudden their brain started hurting.
Right, they had sound weapons and...
We got shit. Trump alluded to that. We got shit we don't even think of.
Right.
I like that.
Oh, yes.
They use the sound machine down south in Venezuela.
They used something. That
screwed up
guard
there.
was like, we just couldn't even move.
Here we go.
Hi, Tom Martino here. And we got at the studio Major Marc Mager with Mark Szymanski from Genesis Total Exteriors, Matt Stanford from Paragon Services. So basically, when do you call a public adjuster? We never really did give a definitive answer. I say you call a public adjuster when you suspect more than one item might be affected.
And denial.
If you're denied a claim for sure, or if it sounds low to you from a good contractor. And you can call a contractor before you call your insurance. In fact, I recommend that. You see, if Genesis comes out, they're going to be honest with you and say, look, you got a lot of storm damage here. Or they could say, you don't have much storm damage. They know enough to look at it.
And what I love about Genesis and Mark, when it comes to that, they don't look at just the roof. You know, roofers are great, like Excel Roofing, great company, but they do just roofs. Mark will come out. He'll look at the siding. The windows are always a big one, aren't they? Those little seals break on the windows. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. No one notices them. It's not like the insurance company's going to point it out to you. That could be 30, 40, 50,000 added to the hail
Well,
claim.
that's because all those windows have to be replaced. You're right. And can you make the argument, someone wants to know, can you make the argument that all of the windows have to be replaced? If some of the seals were broken, can you make the reasoning that they were old and they have to match and all of that? Can you make that argument?
Mark, you want to answer that?
Yeah, again, we're not a match state, and so you can't get all your windows if only a couple were damaged like that. They're only going to pay for what is damaged. So even on the same side wall of a house, if you say one window got damaged by, you got one window damaged, the rest are not, the insurance is usually only going to pay for the one.
Well, does that go for roofing? No, not roofing, right?
Well, roofing is different. I mean, we've been through, actually this last year, insurance companies were pretty tough. Matt and I were in a couple of them where we ended up only getting half a roof, and we even fought it. We never went to the lawyer with that, but I don't know if a lawyer would really take that on because it's such a small claim. But
why did they do only a half a roof?
Because the tree covered the other half, so it didn't get damaged. In fact, she was a caller here. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, they love when they can get away with half a roof. They love that, and it drives me crazy.
I don't even get that. Doesn't it look weird?
Oh yeah, a lot of HOAs won't allow it, so that's our golden ticket. If there's an HOA that won't allow it,
so then you can force it through.
Or what county or municipality they're in, they might have a percentage rule. Like if it's over a certain percentage damage, the whole thing's got to be redone.
I always thought if you had X amount of squares, you get a new roof. That's not the case.
Yeah, but that's per slope. So
right.
They
look for damage on all sides. North, east, west, south.
Someone else.
Hold on, real quick. What are the chances, Matt, of someone having bad hail damage on the roof and not having other damage like siding, painting, decks?
It almost always is the case. They have way more than the roof.
Right, but they are like if you have a house with a 24-inch soffit, that covers a lot of a house. And if it's a single-story house, or let's say it's a brick house, bricks just don't get damaged by hail. Never had that. But but again, if you have a short soffit, a 2-story house, sure, you get damage down lower, and then especially if you have siding and you get the dents or the chips of the paint from the hail, that's a good one to look for. That a lot of people don't know how to recognize hail damage on siding.
And that's another thing. If you called your insurance company, even if it turns out you had no damage, it counts against you. I can't stress this enough. Your insurance company literally puts you into a higher risk pool for simply inquiring about it. You don't even have to have a claim. Do you realize you can actually have your insurance canceled if you made 2 or 3 inquiries and had no payouts, 0 payouts? You would be considered a high risk and could possibly not be renewed for just asking. What they're saying is, don't mess with us. You're looking for a problem. We don't want you as a customer. So call Genesis and have them come out and take a look. They don't mind looking. They want you to be a customer eventually, one way or another. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509, and ParagonServices.com. They'll be around for the rest of the show, 719-726-0020. More coming up.
Regarding an issue you're having with a mechanic.
How's our boy? I said, I hate to say, he was really good. I hate to say.
I said, they tried.
No, I'm not spam. I can assure you, I'm the producer of the Tom Martino Show.
It's all greened in.
It's all greened in.
Yeah, so you have an issue
what's it like
with a mechanic?
I think some can live for longer than us, I guess.
Yeah, really.
Well, let's start easy. What is the year and make of your car?
What was that? Is it Rio or Rita?
That gal?
Yeah. She's Indian, not New Zealand.
But in generally, what's going on? Tops.
What was this last summer, I think?
You okay? You good water? And I saw her.
And who was that? Was that a dealership or?
Yeah, thank you, though.
Here we go. I'm going to work up the story. I think this is Kelly.
Surrey. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
What was his name?
What?
What happened with that one?
Okay.
I mean, she paid for the other half to be done.
Team Hilton. Okay, I got
I
it.
mean, what do you think?
All right, hang on for me. We're just about ready to start the show after the after the break. So Tom will be with you as soon as possible. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, no problem, Christy. Hold on.
Yeah, because I mean,
I got one. It's like it's not 250 grand.
They're not going to call it. Right.
Yeah.
See you on your yacht.
We used to go to those big roofing shows put on by some guy. He sold the whole company off, and it's not as big as it used to be. They always have the big lawyer that wants the $250,000 up.
So I have for
everybody, and they would sponsor all that.
But no, I put some glue on them. They put glue on the shirts. They're on. You also have to take your pants all the way off and take it down. No.
Oh, and they probably just do it. They already have a system, and so for us to even to do a small one, it's not a big deal. It's just a bunch of paperwork that we just have to send.
Just hang them on the
15 grand.
Hello, is this Brenda?
Do they get triple
Brenda,
then?
this is Kelly. I'm calling from the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show.
And insurance pays for that.
Okay. So let's say there's $20,000.
Yeah. So go and sit with the door open down in the wing, you know, the one, and he opens the garage door. He goes, you know, whatever. Oh my God. Dude, I thought you were gone.
Okay.
Fucking midnight.
So everything is good now?
Please hold a moment. But I've also seen, you know, that door doesn't lock very well.
On the women's one?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for calling, okay? Good luck. Good afternoon, Tom Martino.
We have one.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, that does occur to me too.
I mean, we really haven't had many of those, but right now we have quite a few.
Hot water.
Yeah.
The other one, when you sit, you gotta
Okay, what did you have a question on, sir?
What they do, so that's a problem. But,
What's that? So what do they do in there?
the door doesn't lock.
Oh.
A car accident?
I think they
Cut
do, like,
commercials?
Okay.
news updates.
I've learned. Open, go slow.
Maybe
If somebody starts screaming.
traffic.
But, it was Dave.
It sounded like a police thing on Bellevue.
Hey, sir,
Yeah,
I don't know
they
what's
said it was a
going on
police-
with your connection. Do you have...
That could have been, did they need to get up on the roof or
Because
something?
it's really hard for me to understand you.
You enter.
It's just weird being alive.
You're on 25
Yes.
heading north. You enter ETC area.
Okay, that's better. Let's start
Yes.
over. You got in a car accident?
Somebody's crawling the outside.
So it's like a sale. I mean, it's. Yeah.
Might have been someone that shouldn't have been up there.
Right. And then so that they
Got in
had,
a car
they had cherry
accident?
picker on one
You
side
said?
of it, and then they had a fire truck and a bunch of lights.
Okay.
We always send the firemen up first.
Yeah, they had the full boom extended ladder all the way to the top. So I don't know. Well, that looks.
That's what I would, if I had to take a wild ass guess, I'd say someone got up there that shouldn't have.
That's what it looked like to me, but I haven't seen anything about it.
So was your car totaled?
You know, I didn't have
Did
one
they,
single bit of
are they
traffic.
declaring it totaled?
Oh, yeah, so you had to come that way, yeah.
No traffic whatsoever until I got to Bellevue.
Okay.
Which is my exit. But now that I know, what was it, Union?
I don't think you get off at Union. See, I come from the east.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't go Bellevue.
Okay, what's your first name?
Oh, yeah.
Can you get off?
on Union.
You know that, can you
Your
get off
first
at
name
Union
is
from
CP?
I-25?
No.
No.
It's a 225. And then
Oh, yeah, right.
C is in cat,
Yeah.
P is in
Yeah.
patrol?
Yeah.
That way you can.
I'm sorry,
I go
one
your
more
way.
time,
I'll
sir.
check
You're
your
still
house.
not coming through at all clear.
That, and I call it the,
Okay,
the
let's start
Muslim
over.
hole.
What's your
Yes.
first name, sir?
God, that's a slow project.
very slow.
What is it? They're building a
Boarding
mosque,
house,
but
that's even
it's
better.
been a hole for about a year and a half.
We ain't getting anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, there was
Almost right,
3 weeks ago. There were some tractors out there.
very close to the ice building.
Yeah, right.
Guess who's here? Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show. Uh-huh. probably to me. Was this okay? We
Is
were
that what
trying
you
to
get
get
on
to your
this thing?
first
Climb what?
name, sir.
It's
Like
like
a
a
tower in Tech Center. It's right on the side of 20.
Yeah, like the Tech
Again,
Center
I
thing.
don't know if you're saying CP
yeah.
as in control.
They climbed
or
it?
T as in Tom.
Why?
I can't. It wants me to log into Denver Post, but I can get far enough to where it says.
I hate those paywalls. Hate them with a passion.
Probably put an
I'll never pay for fucking news.
What
CNN's
is
the
second
worst.
letter?
put an anti-ice banner up there.
That's probably what it was.
Oh, good point.
We'll have one of the top U.S. Supreme Court experts in the country, Kiri Severino, to break down the oral argument. Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. What's happening in your life? Marc Mager at the main studio with some guests today. We have Mark Szymanski from GenesisTotalExteriors.com, Matt Stanford from ParagonServices.com. We have callers, and if you have a call, if you have a problem, a question, or complaint, always call us when we're on the air, 10 to 2 weekdays, or you can call 24/7 303-MARTINO. That number works on and off the air. When we're off the air, you leave a message, we will get back to you. That's 303-MARTINO. You can also call when we're on the air, 303-713-TALK. Christy, she has a problem with a 2014 GMC Yukon. Christy, what is going on?
Hi, I appreciate you taking my call.
Yes.
Hang on, let me get speakerphone.
Sure.
So my problem is I trusted in a mechanic that has a business inside his home. He was referred because he was built race cars.
How
And
many?
my problem
Tell me
was
how many miles on your 2014 Yukon?
Roughly 104,000.
Okay, and what did you need done to it?
The motor was knocking. I was driving it down the highway, and my motor started banging. So I pulled over and had it towed and tried to find a mechanic to fix it. Nobody would fix it. They said replace the motor. This was the only mechanic that said, you don't have to replace the motor. I can fix it for you.
What did he say was wrong with it?
He sent me a video and said one of the valves were collapsed. The cylinder or the valve collapsed. I'm not a car person, so if I say
that doesn't make sense. Okay, so anyway, so he said you don't have to do the whole engine. What was he proposing?
He didn't really exactly tell me. He sent me a video. He said, I can get this fixed up for you. This is how much it's going to cost.
How much?
And he sent, all in all, I paid around $6,000, and that was because of a couple of different things.
Yeah, but just so you know that you came close to doing the new engine anyway, or the rebuilt engine. So I don't understand.
I was close to $10,000 for a new engine. It wasn't in stock. I would have had to wait 3 to 6 months. This was 2 years ago, by the way.
Oh, 2 years ago. What are you calling now about?
I sued him.
Okay.
Because he destroyed my car.
So I'll say, and 2 years ago you took, okay, got it.
I'm taking him, I sued him. I won because it didn't show up. Well, he turned around and got an attorney and had the judgment overturned. I had to sue him in Weld County instead of Adams County. It's been going on for 2 years, so it's a long, drawn-out process.
Now, so
At
the
end of
second
day,
time that he had when he had the verdict overturned, did you go back to court or is it still pending?
We went back to court several times. He has an attorney. He hired an attorney. I do not have an attorney. I don't have the money. His attorney that he hired is his friend.
He truly did get this overturned, though.
He truly
Yeah, but
did.
it was a default judgment, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It was, I sued him in Adams County. I didn't know he technically...
How did he ruin your car?
He ruined my car because when I picked up the car, it was... he started the car working flawless. It sounded amazing. In the GMC Yukon Denali's, they have a thing where it goes from V4 to V8. When you hit the gas, it uses all 8 cylinders.
Right.
He disabled that. And he disabled that, first of all, without my knowledge, without my involvement in it. That's what you do in the race car world. So that's what he did to my car. And in doing that, the computer system no longer connected to the engine, and they were working together. So my engine showed it was misfiring on all cylinders. I brought it home. Check engine light goes on 2 weeks later. I brought it back to him. He said, you need a CO2 sensor. And this is the part of the $6,000 why I wound up paying him more money. You got to pay me more money. You need a CO2 sensor. He showed me the code, CO2 sensor. Okay, no problem. I gave him more money. Brought it back to him. Oh, you need some, I just 2 years ago. So long story short, $6,000, check engine light still on my car. My engine is misfiring on all cylinders. And when I picked up the car, I said, is that when my car goes from, I didn't know any better. I thought it was V6. Is that when my car goes from V6 to V8? And he says, no, it'll never do that again. I deleted that. He said, I altered that. And it's just straight V8 now. Just trust me, it's better. And when I spoke to mechanics over the last 2 years, yes, theoretically that's better. For whatever reason, it's the AMF system, I think it is. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic.
No, keep going. I'm taking notes for our mechanic. So where does it stand right now? What are you calling about, Christy?
I'm going to trial. It's me. I'm going to.
You're going to lose. Trial. You're going to lose because he has an attorney. You're just going to lose.
I can tell a quick story that hopefully will get you to hire an attorney.
Go ahead.
We had a lady call up, had roofers out. They did the worst job I've ever seen. I went out, I looked at the house. It was unbelievable. They were literally areas of the roof missing decking. It's like they just nailed some shingles to 2x4s.
The worst we've ever seen.
She sued them in county court.
He owns the house now. Keep going, Mark. Go ahead.
They countersued her. I was at the courtroom. In fact, that's a whole nother story, but I was there.
Observing.
And ultimately what happened is she lost, and they got a judgment for attorney's fees in excess of $50,000-$60,000 plus the money she owed for the house. They foreclosed. They took the house.
Yeah. Christy,
I understand
you're
what
going to
you're
lose.
saying, and that's what I'm up against.
Yeah, you're going to lose.
And this is I appreciate your confidence.
No, Christy, I'm saying that. Christy, I'm only saying that on procedure. You're going to lose. You won't even know how to present evidence. I'm not. This has nothing to do with confidence.
Well, hold on. Let me say one more thing about that case. One of the main things this woman thought she was going to win. She had 2 or 3 roofers lined up to testify. She didn't understand that you've got to you've got to file certain paperwork with the court as expert witnesses.
Okay.
It's already done.
So, Christy, you have filed for your expert witnesses already.
And that's why I have reached out to you in trying to find a mechanic who's an expert witness. So let me give you a short bit of where I'm at with this situation.
All right.
I did hire an attorney, and it cost me $4,500, and it was the biggest joke of my life. It did get a little stressful.
Was it on this case? On this case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When I originally filed this lawsuit, I printed and submitted 79 text messages and evidence that said he screwed up my car. I asked him, "What did you do? Just tell me what you did to my car." He did not give me one receipt, one invoice, one explanation. Nothing. I have nothing from this mechanic. And he got this overturned. So when I filed everything, it's up to 82 pages. His attorney did not file 1 ounce of evidence. Only thing he filed and just reiterated and filed so his defense is breaking down my defense. So throughout this last 2 years, I did hire an attorney for 6 months. Biggest joke of my life. That is a whole nother issue. Anyway, I had that attorney walk me through the process of going to trial by myself. And I understand this is a big deal. And
did you guys do like discovery? Was there any depositions, anything?
They required us to go to mediation. Of course, we couldn't settle on anything. And throughout this attorney has lied, manipulated.
That's all up to the judge, though. None of that.
I understand. I have proof. So I went to the, he went to my insurance company. What does him messing with my car have to do with my insurance company? He's trying to create some kind of story that I commit fraud and I do all these other things. He went to my insurance company and got 281 pages of my insurance documents without filing a subpoena to get them.
But let me ask you something. On those 281 pages, what were they? What did he get from your insurance? I'm not understanding this.
So when my motor was knocking, a month and a half before my motor started knocking, should you have your motor knock at 104,000 miles? No.
It actually depends. It actually depends. It could knock, but okay. So you were claiming you made an insurance claim for the knocking.
I did not.
Oh,
I did not.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it gets really tricky.
Chrissy, I know that you think you got the most amazing case in the world, but I just need to know some really hard facts. What even gave the idea to this guy to go to your insurance? Normally attorneys don't just check with insurance. They must have known you were in an accident prior to taking it to the mechanic. They must have known that.
So in my opinion, I don't know anything about cars.
Yeah.
In my opinion, when I was in that 5-car pileup, it was a hit and run.
Yes.
My car was hit so hard on the back end that it took everything I had, not for my car not to spin out doing 50 miles an hour on the highway.
Okay.
And a month later, my motor starts knocking.
Okay.
I don't drive my car. So I said to these mechanics, is it possible that...
Oh, okay. Got it.
Is it possible that this is because of the car accident?
Got it.
And no one can give me a solid answer, right? It's just an opinion. I don't know.
Most of the time, insurance is not going to pay for any mechanical damages to an engine unless it was a flat out hit right at the engine.
I'll tell you what he sent me in a text message, which is part of my evidence that I filed in court. What he said in the text message, my husband initially reached out to him and said, "Hey, we need a no motor. Could you put a new motor in my car?" His response in this text message said, I don't think you need a new motor. I think I can fix this, and I will file something with your insurance company and try and get you that motor paid for. Don't worry about it. I know how to figure this out.
Okay. So tell me, what does this have to do with the case right now?
He's trying to, his attorney, like, again, they don't have evidence. It's an opinion. I don't know why he wanted my insurance documents. I think he's trying to say that I tried to commit fraud.
Okay.
By going to my insurance company and saying this motor knocking was because of
I don't think the judge is going to give a crap about anything of that.
None of it.
So for him to collect 280 pages of my insurance documents was not irrelevant to this mechanic doing something to my car. So his attorney's defense is, I didn't have to file a subpoena if it has to do with the lawsuit.
And you don't know what his defense is until you're in front of the judge.
First of all, Chrissy, you shouldn't be upset with the attorney. It's your insurance company you should be upset with. This attorney, he has a right to try to get whatever information he can. And if they didn't require a subpoena, more power to him. I mean, what I'm saying is your insurance company is the one you should be upset with. And besides, that's not going to be here nor there when it comes to the trial. All they're going to worry about is he owed the money. You're going off on a tangent. Listen, Christy, I hate telling you this, but you're going off on a tangent. It doesn't matter how he got those documents. It doesn't matter. It's your insurance company who erred, if anyone erred. It's not up to the attorney to say to the insurance company, make this as difficult as you can for me. If they're willing to give him documents, he takes the documents. They're his.
In his deposition, or in his
we have to take a break and we'll come right back. Chrissy, I'm going to tell you something, okay? This is where people lose. They get off on a tangent. They go down bunny holes that have nothing to do with the case. But you're not going to believe me. I can tell by you talking that you think you know what you're doing. And I feel bad for you. I'm not trying to be a wise ass. I feel bad for you because you don't have a clue of what you're doing. And I can tell you that because how he got those papers mean nothing. We have more coming up.
Lose weight or stop
She
smoking with
thinks she knows
hypnosis, guaranteed or
absolutely
your money
everything.
back.
Absolutely
Only
everything.
$59.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late day eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also stop smoking with hypnosis. This hypnosis is designed to destroy your desire to smoke. Sunday, January 18th, Omni Interlaken Hotel in Broomfield. Weight loss 11 a.m. Stop smoking 2 p.m. And Monday, January 19th, Homewood Suites by Hilton Airport in Denver. Weight loss 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking 8 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Hey, if you need a home equity loan to pay off some high interest debt, U.S. Mortgages can help you. They have a number of different programs available. They also have conventional loans available if you simply want to refi because you have a high rate or you want to buy a home. They have a 4.99 or below, a 5-year fixed rate that'll get you through these rough times. That's 6.04 APR. Now listen, they're in the business 30 years strong. David Szymanski and his team will take a look at your situation and find the best loan for you. It all begins with a phone call to U.S. Mortgages, 303 low rate. And once you're in their program, if rates go down by even 0.5%, they refinance you free of charge as many times as you want, as long as rates go down by 0.5%, and that is the lowest rate for life program. 303 low rate. Sheridan Auto Tech is a company you can trust. And we've heard about problems time and time again on this show about cars. If you need someone you can depend on for honesty, integrity, value, convenience, all of it, you want Sheridan Auto Tech, even pre-buy inspections on used cars or second opinions. SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242.
Do I gotta have on? Are you ready for a secure retirement? Worried your savings won't last? Join me and my Hold on. I got him in my ear there. Ready? Are you ready for a secure retirement? Worried your savings won't last? Join MyMoneyMyWay.com experts for a free educational seminar and a live Q&A on retirement annuities, reverse mortgages, and long-term care planning. Thursday, January 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at the Even Hotel in the Denver Tech Center. Get real answers from experts, no pressure, just valuable information. Spots are limited. Call 303-779-6600. That's 303-779-6600. That's fine. I'll clean it up.
I've never heard of that hotel.
I have never heard of a hotel called the Even. In fact, I looked it up to verify because that is the weirdest name for a hotel. The Even. Like get even with somebody? I mean, what the hell is that?
Is that the old...
Well, he said
it's right across from Maggiano's.
Yeah, it begins with an I. I want to say Invesco, but that's not right. It's been there forever. Didn't have the Black Swan restaurant inside it?
Oh, that's...
The Scanticon.
Yeah. Is it the old Inverness?
It was the Scanticon.
Scanticon?
Scanticon.
Yeah.
Tom's saying Scanicon.
Right. That's what it used to be.
Does it get pretty full there?
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
What's that?
Does he get many people?
He always gets a real small room at that one. The movie events blow me away. I've been to his movie events. I'll do spots for him. There'll be fucking 70, 80 people there. It's mind-blowing. This will probably get maybe
Mike,
maybe 10. He gets a really small room.
So, no free popcorn, that's why.
No free popcorn. The movie event we're doing in the Springs is going to be interesting. We've never done one up there.
And Tom will be with you momentarily, okay? All right, hold on.
I discovered this Jack Daniels It's Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. It's 133 proof. Rye whiskey. 133. It drinks like something that is 30 proof. It is the smoothest fucking shit I have ever seen. It will light you up so fast. It is the best bourbon I've ever bought in my life. Oh, hell yeah.
See, I like Buffalo Trace and all their, like, Weller.
I am telling you this, not regular Jack Daniels. This will blow your mind.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Listen, over the years I've had people on this show, I've had people that were 100% right. I knew the case inside and out. But when it went to court, they never got a chance to tell their story. They never did. And the judge just shot them down because the judge didn't care about things that they cared about. Mark, it's very frustrating because we're sitting here watching people that are right and they get judgments against them. In Christie's case, I'm not sure that's the case, by the way. I'm not sure that's what's going to happen, but it sounds like more of the same. So 2 years ago, she had her 104,000-mile engine worked on. He said he could fix it. She spent $6,000, and he ended up disabling part of this system, the automated system that goes from 4 to 8 cylinders. And anyway, she sued him. He didn't show up, and she got a default judgment. Then he hired an attorney who had that judgment set aside, and now he's countersuing. Is that correct, Christy?
Everything is correct other than the countersue. There is no countersue.
Okay. He's just defending himself on your original suit. And what are you asking for in your lawsuit?
Originally, I was asking for $22,000. I have a car at the time that I could sell for probably around $12,000 to $15,000. Since I have the check engine light on it, I can't register the car, and the only thing I've been offered is $1,000. It's basically a pile of junk sitting out front of my house.
But
with
Christy,
only 130,000 miles.
Now, I want to tell you something from a point of view only hearing your argument. If you had a 2014 GMC Yukon with 104,000 miles on it, and you wanted $22,000, I don't know how you come up with your damages. Because originally the car had an engine knock to begin with, so even if they restored you to what you had before you met the guy, it wouldn't come close to 22. So explain to me why you're owed $22,000.
Part of the lawsuit that I would like is compensation for the money that I gave to him.
Well, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that part of it.
He also installed shocks in my car that was paid for by the insurance company because my shocks got destroyed. He installed them incorrectly, and I have proof of that. They were instantly dry rot. As soon as I left the place, I brought it to another mechanic. He showed that they're instantly dry rot. So I need my car put back the way it was.
But you understand, $22,000, you never get more than the original value of what you had, no matter what. You're not going to get more.
I completely hear what you're saying.
All right.
Also, through this course, while I sent my car to him 3 times, I had to rent a car for an entire week. This happened 3 different occasions. So the cost is not just say, give me money, and I have reasons for it, which I can explain it. It take me 30 minutes to explain my theory. But besides the point...
Well, you're not going to get 30 minutes in court. That's the problem. What I'm saying is, it all boils down to what the car is worth. It all boils down. You'll never get more than that car's worth, period. Never.
I understand what you're saying.
All
and
right.
I did, throughout the last 2 years, the amount of money that I have put into this situation on top of the $6,200.
But it doesn't matter.
$15,000.
Okay.
I can ask for attorney's fees. I can ask for court costs. I can ask for. I just want him to tell me.
I want you to win.
To going from V4 to V8.
I want you to win, but I don't think you're going about it the right way.
I need an expert witness. If I had 4 hours to tell you where I'm at, I feel like you would have a little bit more confidence in the situation that I'm at. Is it unheard of? Absolutely. Am I doing the unthinkable? 100%.
Yeah,
Do I have galls? I have guts.
It doesn't matter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is the judge. They're not going to listen to 4 hours. You have to tell your case.
No, they will. I have 2 days. I'm going to a jury trial. He requested a jury trial, and it is set in
I like that. When you're going through voir dire, just make sure, choose women, and I'm not kidding. Don't.
It is a woman judge.
No, I don't care if the woman is I'm saying the jurors. When you go through and you're ousting jurors, make sure you do it logically. Get the right people on your side.
Absolutely. 100%.
Turn down your speakers, Tom.
Thought about this, and trust me, I promise, I'm with you there. Did I know that I was calling you and I was going to be on a talk show right now? No, I did not.
Now that I know there's no countersuit, I'm really not even worried. She's either going to win or lose.
Right.
I thought he was going after attorney's fees.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Good. That's good.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you have.
Make sure you let us know how it worked out, even if you lose.
Now, if you want an expert witness, okay, I understand that. What do you need the expert witness? What do you need?
That's why I called.
What do you need? And we can help you. What do you need the expert witness for, though? What part of it do you need? What do you need?
Listen, the judge said I need an expert witness, and that is what I'm going to do, is appease the judge. And I understand where she's coming from. I need an expert witness.
The fact that she told you that,
coming from the judge.
The fact that she told you that tells me she likes you.
Thank you.
I'm serious about that.
She has been very kind.
Yeah.
She has been very kind, and it has been very, very hard for me to go through this entire whole time in Weld County. It is 60 minutes from my house one way. An attorney has the ability to click a button on their computer and file a document. I do not, per se, without an attorney. I have had to drive up one way to get evidence. I have had to drive all the way up to one county just to.
What are you driving? What are you driving? If this is not working, what are you driving?
I had to go get another car. I pay $550 a month in a car. I have a 2018 GMC Yukon Denali, and I got it at 50,000 miles.
I would try someone who would be a great expert witness, and you got to talk to him. Is Tom? He's up north in Mead. Is he in Mead? What's the name of the place he's at? Hands On Auto Tech. Tom Maggio.
No. I have talked to 12 to 15 mechanics. Nobody wants to get involved.
Have you talked to Hands On?
Generally, you pay an expert witness.
Did you talk?
I cannot find one to pay.
Did you talk to Hands On?
I can't even find one to pay.
Did you talk to Hands On Auto Tech?
I haven't, and I will write that down. And that the judge, the reason I need an expert witness is I need an expert to say, no, a car cannot automatically go from V4 to V8 on his own. His defense is he did not alter my car. It did it on its own.
Okay. Well,
because altering a car is a federal offense. Now, I went to the state of Colorado emissions and said what he did is a federal offense. You cannot alter a system like that.
Yeah.
And in such a way. He said, the Department of Colorado, get me that testimony, and I will go after him federally.
Okay. So, do you have your car at your disposal that Tom Maggio can examine? I would call him. I'm not sure you can do it, but the guy's great. And he's up in Mead, which is closer to you than Denver. And
Prior to my car getting examined, I need an expert witness to stand there and say, no, a car just can't go a straight V8 from. It's a computer altered system. It's a computer that changes.
Well, he'd have to look at the car though in order to say that.
Well, from my understanding, car guys, no. I've talked to many mechanics and they say no.
We're gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. Christy, listen, I promise you're going to hate me, but you're just going about this the right. If he examines the car, he can give a report as to what he believes was done and why what they're saying could not have happened. Yeah,
I see what you're saying. So
the other attorney's going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Have you looked at this car?" He's going to say no.
I mean, you really.
I hear what you're saying. That's a great strategy.
You need
if
someone to look at it and to say, here's what they did to this car, or here's what I've seen altered, and it's no way it would have done it on its own. That's what you want. You want someone to do it.
I appreciate that guidance. I really do. Out of all of this, I didn't know I was going to be thrown.
Break when you get a chance.
Didn't know I was.
All right.
I'm taking whatever comes in my life, I take it as a blessing, and what can I learn from this? So what I have learned from this
We
is,
really are anxious to
Yes.
see how this goes, by the way. I got to take this break again. If you have more questions, but Tom Maggio, Hands-On Auto Tech, and it is 720-340-4024. We have more coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplan today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
Some major incidents out west into the high country. I-70 east and westbound roads closed between Glenwood Springs and Dotsero for ongoing police activity in Hanging Lake. Eastbound detour to exit 87. Westbound I-70 use exit 157 to detour. US 6 westbound at Mayhem Gulch Trailhead. Police directing traffic due to a major accident as well. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Colorado Department of Transportation. Instead of staring at brake lights, let Bustang handle the traffic. With Wi-Fi on board, Bustang takes the hassle out of all your Colorado travel. Find your route today at ridebustang.com. That's ridebustang.com.
Gravina's has the greatest windows, and they have siding, and they have doors, and they have everything you need for the outside of your house. Gravina's has been with us more than 25 years on the referral list at referrallist.com. They are more than a 60-year-old company. Larry took over for his dad, and Nick took over for Larry, and it's a family affair on 950 West Evans. It's a name you can trust in home improvements. 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina, Gravina, or gravinas.com.
Seven episodes.
Yeah. Think of how remarkably good that argument is, bringing into any sports, not chess. So not only, the argument is they went through anti-testosterone or estrogen, and they became a girl, and they don't create testosterone anymore, so now they're a girl. That's the argument. But how do you take out, just like we were talking about with clones, how do you take out that upbringing, the male upbringing that has dominated the world for such a long time? Just the psychological dominance, you're not going to be able to take away with some pill.
I think
It's
you
a
have a
strange
better
argument.
You
but
have a
it's-
better.
I- they
No, I
actually
think you have a
brought it
better
up,
argument.
And the attorney was like, "Yeah,
No.
I have read about that recently."
Oh, okay. He has a better argument with the drugs than. Yeah, I mean the cultural thing. You could have people raised culturally.
It's in the DNA, literally. I mean, we already know we're stronger, but they're saying, okay, but if you take these medications, you won't be stronger. Well, I mean, the driving's no doubt. I mean, come on.
Well, if they're driving a Subaru for sure.
Or a 2014 Yukon.
If half, or if not 70% of the white women who are out there protesting ICE drive Subarus.
Mark, what do you think? Is he listening now? What do you think of that woman's argument?
They're the worst drivers there are.
Hang on, there
I'm
you go.
sorry. What do you think of this woman's argument?
What argument?
The woman with the car.
Oh my God, I'll never get that 30 minutes back. My head still hurts. I'd rather go and get 3 root canals and listen to her again.
But she's the kind that believes she knows everything, and the judge is going to shut her down.
She's going to show up with an expert witness that didn't even look at the car. I don't even know what you say about that.
I know.
They're going to say, what's wrong with the car? Yeah, I don't know. I've never looked at it. Is there anything wrong with the car? I have no idea.
She's going to lose so badly. God.
And I don't even know if she's in the right. I mean, I explain to me $22,000.
You can't. No matter what, she's never going to get more than she lost ever. And you can buy these GMC Yukons, these hybrids. You can buy them all day long for $9,000 with way less miles.
Mark thinks it is. I did.
I mean, it just depends what part of the country. Ohio and Wisconsin.
Because there's another one.
Hey, Dragon, let me do that one more time.
Is he a brother? Or...
Spells it different too.
As soon as now? Yep. Hold on, guys. Are you ready for a secure retirement? Worried your savings won't last? Join the MyMoney.MyWay.com experts for a free educational seminar and live Q&A on retirement, annuities, reverse mortgages, and long-term care planning. Thursday, January 22nd at 6:30 at the Even Hotel in the Denver Tech Center. Get real answers from real experts. No pressure, just information. Spots are limited. Call 303-779-6600. That's 303-779-6600. And then send me both. Between the two, I got it. Thank you.
I did look up that Even Hotel.
Yeah, it's a real deal.
I've never noticed it before.
It's not what I thought. It's not the old Inverness.
No.
They said one's a Hilton, one's a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Join Deputy Dollar at the Oyo Hotel in Castle Rock, right across from the what do you call it?
The fairgrounds.
Yeah, no, not the fairgrounds. Right across from the trailer park, next to the McDonald's, for a seminar on counting sheep. Are you having trouble sleeping? I'm consumer advocate Marc Mager. I want you to join Deputy Dollar for a one-time seminar on how to sleep and count sheep. That would be good.
That would be.
It would be.
Did you ever keep track of how many sheep you counted?
Count.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, will do a market analysis of your home and tell you what it will sell for based on his 30 years of experience. He takes into consideration all market characteristics and comes up with what he believes your house will sell for. This is an expert analysis free of charge with no obligation. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Okay, somebody wants to know, when we talk about flood damage, what is a flood as opposed to water damage? And there is policy language that normally follows this vein, and correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but normally a flood is water that falls on a horizontal surface and then flows into the home, right? The ground or horizontal surface like a deck or something, and then flows into the home. It is not water that goes directly into the home. And in fact, I've heard that if it hits the siding of the home and goes down through windows and doors, it's not a flood.
The rule of thumb from the insurance side is if water hits the ground, then enters the home, it's flood. But, I mean, go ahead, Major, because...
Well, that was the argument we had on mine, because mine came in on a huge deck that wraps around the house on the back, and it came in from there. They said, nope. If you look at your policy, the language says it's got to be groundwater, meaning this wasn't the ground, this was on your deck. But that's why Matt got involved, and he was like, yeah, right.
Yeah, and I think Compass Insurance Group told us that if you can show it hit a horizontal surface, not a roof, but a horizontal surface outside and flowed in, you might be able to make the argument that it's a flood because it flowed into the house and did not come directly into the house. If it hits the house itself or the roof, it's considered to come directly into the home. And that is not covered. Well, that's a long story. It actually is covered on a roof damage. Your ceiling would be covered.
Really, the argument that Matt used with the adjuster in my case, and it really is a great argument, Mr. Mager has bought every possible thing you offer for homeowners insurance. There's nothing he hasn't purchased. How the hell can this not be covered? That's literally what it came down to, wouldn't you say, Matt?
Yeah, I said, how could somebody expect to have any kind of quote-unquote flood coverage or whatever you want to call it when they've literally purchased every product you offer?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. What did they say to that?
Well, they were boxed into they had no argument. I mean, they,
right.
Okay, you want to call it flood? Let's call it a flood. Oh, you don't want to call it a flood, so we won't. And we ended up, I think it was categorized as hail damage because it was hail.
Yeah, and you know why they did that? Because the flood damage would have been a $500 deductible, where my wind and hail was $2,000.
There you go.
So all of a sudden, it went from nothing to flood damage, then from flood damage to hail damage, which is crazy.
Well, and people are probably scratching their head going, how could hail damage be a flood? It melted, and then it piled up like...
It was crazy.
It piled up like 2 feet on your back door and then melted.
Tom, we were out of town on an RV trip, and our daughter came back from college, walked in, and FaceTime Suzanne. We had like a half an inch of water in half the kitchen. You've been in our house a million times.
Yes.
All the hardwood was sitting there in water. It took her like 40 towels to get it mopped up. And she took a video of what was happening. There was 3-4 feet of hail right up against the glass door, melting on an 80-degree day.
That's hail damage. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Mike, you want to talk about medical marijuana. What's going on, Mike?
Oh, boy. Just tired of getting ripped off.
What's going on?
Man, it seems like every time I try a new dispensary, I go in, you get a glance at the product. You go, okay, that sounds great. I'll take some.
Yeah.
You get home, and it's garbage.
Now, are you complaining about the quality of marijuana?
I'm complaining about the quality. I think they represent it as premium product, and then when I take it home, it's trash.
Isn't that isn't that in the eye of the beholder, just like a steak or a hamburger or a bottle of booze for that matter, isn't it?
No, Tom.
Go ahead.
No, so have you ever been a cigar smoker?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Well, a little bit about cigars. So you keep them in a humidor. They want to stay at 70% humidity all the time. That's a nice, fresh, very nice thing to have, right? I used to be into cigars.
Okay.
So, I use medical marijuana today for my MS, for many benefits. And the problem is when it gets dried out, it loses potency and flavor and effectiveness.
Okay.
So basically, you think you're getting quality and you think you're buying medicine.
But Mike, let me just ask you this. This may sound so obvious, but if all of them are like this, then isn't it a problem not with all of them, but with you and your expectations? In other words, how can you dictate what marijuana will be if all of marijuana meets the same category?
Well, and it's not always the case. I've had
every once in a while you find a good quality marijuana.
Good quality, exactly.
And what in your mind? What distinguishes in your mind? Because I know nothing about marijuana. What distinguishes good marijuana from poor quality marijuana?
Number one, freshness. The scent should hit you immediately. That's the first indication that you have fresh marijuana.
But isn't the whole idea okay? So it's not supposed to be dry when you get it.
No. Again, like a I kind of use the comparison with a cigar. A cigar is kept at 70% humidity. Marijuana should be kept at 60% humidity.
Who says?
Fresh.
Who says?
I guess just if you do some research, it's just kind of how it is.
Okay.
Why not edibles or something then?
Or go to the recreational, not the medical.
Well, I mean, and the other side of the medical is that I purchased medical the other day, had no idea. I thought I knew what I was getting, got home, and on the labels, it includes all these pesticides and all this awful stuff they've sprayed on it. And this is supposed to be...
Break when you
Hold on, let me take this break and come back, because I don't want to discount this just because I don't understand it. We'll talk about it coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Some major incidents out west into the high country. I-70 east and westbound roads closed between Glenwood Springs and Dots Arrow for ongoing police activity in Hanging Lake. Eastbound detour to exit 87. Westbound I-70 use exit 157 to detour. US 6 westbound at Mayhem Gulch Trailhead. Police directing traffic due to a major accident as well. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. The once-a-year sale and clearance is here. Upgrade today with Mattress Firm's quality selection of top brands. Let their sleep experts find the perfect bed to help transform your nights. They make sleep easy.
Hey, are you looking for a loan? What about a home equity loan to get rid of high interest rates, or maybe just a loan to buy a home, to refi a home, whatever the need? You can go with a 5-year fixed rate at 4.99 or below. That's 6.04 APR. And that'll get you 5 years of a lower rate, and you can refi out of it if rates go even lower. With U.S. mortgages, here's the deal. No matter what loan you get, and they'll look for the best one for you at the time, no matter what you get, they will refi you out of it if rates go down by as little as 0.5%. So you're never stuck in a loan, even their 5-year fixed. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you get out of it. So when rates go down by 0.5%, you're refinanced free of charge, and there's no limit to the number of times you can use it. It's the lowest rate for life program. So whether it be a second or a equity line of credit or a fixed rate loan, go to my friends at U.S. Mortgages, 303 low rate, 303 LOWRATE, 303 low rate. Hey, if you're looking for a defense attorney, I hope you're not really, and I mean that. However, people, hey, they have complications in their life. DUIs, traffic offenses, fights with neighbors, whatever it is. If you need an attorney, Joe Lazzara will talk to you free of charge with no pressure whatsoever up front about your case. You can discuss all aspects of it with no obligation. If you decide to hire Joe, he will quote a flat rate price for you. And that will be for the entire case. Joe Lazzara, 303-429-6200, 429-6200. Lazzara, Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com, or find him at referralist.com.
Just at home, lighten up, and said, you know,
I'm gonna call the radio show, man.
Right. I want an expert. Maybe they'll get an expert.
I've never heard of moisture content. I mean, I know the humidor for cigars. I didn't. Yeah.
And baseballs.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. You gotta have some moist stuff.
You don't want it to burn too hot, too quick.
No.
Uh-oh. See, we got a Walmart issue here, Mark.
Walmart! I'll tell you what, man. Fucking Walmart is going to be my retirement. It is fucking absurd. It is absurd how much money I've made on fucking Walmart.
The stock?
Yeah, 260%. 260 fucking percent.
And how long? How long?
And we're talking at over $1 million. Over $1 million. 260 fucking percent.
When did you jump in?
Probably the oldest big buy was probably not that long ago, man. Right before the stock split, probably 3 years ago.
Wow.
This year I bought another. This year, as in like not fucking long ago. Last time it was at $100. It was like $99 in the past 2 weeks. I bought another 150. Today's it's at 120. That's 20% just on that lot.
Why do you think that is? Why over Target and Costco?
Well, if you ever been in a Target, they fucking suck. Groceries killing it, and they're getting really good at what Amazon does. They're getting even where I live out in Franktown. I can fucking have Walmart deliver groceries to my house now in under 2 hours. And they're the largest retailer on the planet. I mean,
And they own the Broncos.
Well, they don't, but yeah,
Yeah. The family does, or a few of them.
It's unfucking
Now,
believable.
Is that part of Sam's too? Yeah. What the stock you own is part of Sam's?
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're starting to do so much shit with AI, it's crazy. And I mean, I make it about, not only is the stock going up like crazy, but I'm also making about 12,000 a year just in dividends from them.
Yeah.
I mean, I just reinvest it.
Reinvest it in the same stock.
Does your son have a bunch of shares from working there?
Here's one account I do. This is just from my mother. I bought hers at, let's see here. I don't like how this doesn't, it just gives me a total. But hers is up 134%. That's from about maybe a year and a half ago.
Wow.
134%. Her
Michael Brown Reloaded from 2 to 4 and Dan Kaplis 4 to 6.
What better way to start the new year?
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We are here for you, so give us a call. We have, let me see who we have. We have Mike, who has this medical marijuana thing that I'm not sure the point he's making or what we can do about it. But you were saying you're sick and tired with the quality of marijuana and dispensaries, and you say it gets dried out, it loses potency, but you're saying that's most of the time. And I'm wondering, maybe it's just a product and industry problem, and you don't have people who care because they still make the sales. In other words, I don't think it's something you can change. Your thoughts?
You might be right. I think it is a problem with the industry because of the way that it's primarily sold. They do what they call deli style. So
Right.
that means that they have these the big containers of the weed.
Yeah, what I'm
and
saying is I don't think they're going to change if sales are still steady and nobody gives a damn unless somebody breaks out of the pack and becomes different and sells more, then competition kicks in.
This is Dan. You got to go to Manitou or somewhere.
Yeah. No, they do the medical in the Springs.
It's funny, that Manitou, they are rolling in cash.
Oh, dude. That Maggie's Farm and there's two over there.
In Manitou.
And they're always full parking lot, line out the door.
Yeah.
Always.
Think of all that revenue the Springs has given up. You're making me look. When did Walmart
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
last split?
I'm sorry, whom?
They might split again.
Suzanne is not
Yeah,
in
February
today. Can I help you
26,
with
2024. So when it split,
When it split, what was the
listen
price?
to this. I'll tell you right now. I already remember it was right around $50, or it was right around after it split. It brought it down to between 40 and 50. But I'll tell you.
Euro Plumbing?
And what price? So it split $58. To make it more affordable for employees. The stock trading around 175 to 180 range before the split. So it split 4 times, went down, or 3 times, that'd be 3 for 1, dropped down to $58. I bought a shitload at $58 at that time, but I already owned it prior to that. Yeah. And I split, all of a sudden I got 3 shares. Then that $58 is now at 120, and that's less than a year. That's less than 2 years.
So you think it'll get back to like 170 and then split again, or is it?
I think they're going to split it again, probably around. They might split it this year, maybe around 140, 150. It's starting to trade more like an Amazon than a retailer. In fact, they even just moved to the NASDAQ. They were on NYSE forever, and now they're on NASDAQ. They're basically
they're that cheap per share. I thought that was
way higher than that.
So Miles gets $20,000 a year in Walmart stock as a store manager. That has nothing to do with his other compensation, but every store manager gets $20,000 a year, and then he maxes out. He can buy up to, I want to say he can buy up to $20,000 a year in addition to that at 80% of the purchase price. So he gets a 20% discount, but that maxes out, I think, at like 20 grand or something. They fucking treat their store managers like gold. If they're producing, I mean, you got to hit your numbers. He was number one in the market fourth quarter. Number one in his, out of all the stores in his market.
Oh, man. Are they a yearly fourth quarter? So is that on the year?
Their fourth quarter ends this January, but he already knows he beat everybody because of the Christmas numbers. That's the whole quarter.
Right.
Yeah, their bonuses hit, I want to say, in February. I think their fiscal year ends. It's either January 31st or February 31st.
Sure, he just gets a bank holiday because there's nothing to do in Shadron.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of his screenshot of what his bonus should be. I'm just like, Jesus. His market manager, though, his bonus could be, listen to his bonus could be $800,000. His bonus.
Good Lord.
On top of probably $450 to $500.
I was watching this video. Do you know where the largest Walmart is in the country?
Yeah, Albany, New York.
Albany. That surprised me.
Really?
Well, it's 3-story. It's really weird, I guess.
Is it because it's close to Canada?
You got me. I mean, that's
Is it
upstate.
close to
I
Canada?
think they bought the building, or if I recall the research I did on it, it was two businesses, Walmart and something on top of it, or vice versa. And one of them went out, and Walmart took the other, double it. It was something like that. I don't think they jumped in it to build it. Where's his?
This is over in Carbondale or in Glenwood Springs.
Carbondale?
Oh, Glenwood Springs. There was some shooting there.
Yeah.
That's out that way. Yeah. There's Glenwood Springs. And I-70 got shut down both directions.
You guys shop at Costco?
I go with my folks. You know?
What the fuck? They're like, I had to go pick something up where you bring your receipt over, and I'm looking.
The little door.
Yeah, I'm looking at their computer. It's like MS-DOS.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is so fucking old.
The green. Yep.
Yeah, it's like the old green screen with nothing but text, no pictures, no windows. I mean,
large tubes.
Their technology is so fucked. Sam's Club now, you walk under an arch, and they just wave you through. That fucking arch takes a picture of everything in your cart. How, I have no idea.
Scans it somehow.
And automatically knows, compared to your receipt, if you paid for everything, and lets you go right through.
I still like Costco better. I mean, go to Sam's Club. It just seems dumpy.
I like I like both of them. I like meat better at Sam's, actually, but I love Costco. Not half. Well, 75% of my clothes are from Costco, and the other 25% are from Sam's.
So you don't have any suits.
I don't have one suit.
You know, me and you are so much
I don't have
alike.
one suit.
I don't either.
If I got to have a suit, like I went to a funeral last year, I went to the Men's Warehouse down here, and they measured me, and then I picked my suit up in Philadelphia when I landed.
I had the suits for assessment tests on the police department. That was the only time I ever had a suit.
I never had a suit. I don't think I ever owned a suit.
I used to have to wear them for work.
I had to study on how.
My dad wore a suit every single day to work my entire life. I mean, I don't remember not seeing him in a suit.
Man, so uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're
I
like
don't like
old
dressing
school.
up at all.
You know what we can thank for that is all the internet companies and all the computer companies like Microsoft and Google. They kind of got rid of all that shit, and everybody else caught on.
Yeah, casual.
Yeah, casual.
I get most of my stuff at like Bass Pro.
Your clothes?
Yeah, like stuff like this.
I'll tell you, has nice clothes, and Suzanne likes it too. What's the country kind of store? There's a bunch
Cavender's or Boot Barn or something.
No, keep going. No. There's a bunch of them. Not Big R.
Not Big R.
Murdoch's.
Oh, Murdoch's.
She loves Murdoch's.
They carry some high-end shit there.
They got some really high-end shit.
The Cruel brand or whatever. It's expensive. You ever been to a Shields?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
They're big in Nebraska.
They're not publicly traded yet, but I'd invest in Shields. Places kick ass, man.
Yeah. There's none around here, though.
Yeah, it's up at Fort Collins.
Most important cases to ever be heard by the U.S. Supreme Court on whether men can play women's sports. We'll have one of the top U.S. Supreme Court experts in the country, Carrie Severino, to break down the oral argument. Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. We got Marc Mager with us, and we got some experts in the studio. Mark Szymanski, GenesisTotalExteriors.com, and Matt Stanford from ParagonServices.com. It's a public adjuster to help you fight your insurance company if you need to. Let's talk. By the way, we have all kinds of questions we talk about, and one of them is about marijuana. Now, I don't know what we can do about it. In fact,
hey, back in your day, you went to Woodstock and all that stuff.
Yes.
Wouldn't you consider that weed back in the day like Mexican dirt weed, we'd call it? There was sticks, there was stems, there's everything. Now with the hydroponics and everything, it's like, I mean, they've got it down to a perfection. But my question was,
the potency
what
is
weed
outrageous.
did you grow up on?
The potency is outrageous now compared to the way it used to be.
Oh, it's like 3-4% compared to 40-50. But what kind of weed do you remember, like at Woodstock and stuff?
And again, I wasn't a big pot smoker. You know, I would just join in now and then, but I was never really big into it. So I don't speak with authority. But you're right. It was terrible. It's a lot of sticks, a lot of just weed, and that's why we called it weed. Of course.
Did you do that brown acid at Woodstock? Out of curiosity.
No, not at Woodstock. No.
Okay.
Anyway, it was a terrible time. You know, I'm telling you, drugs were so pervasive. I guess they might be now, and I don't know it. Maybe I just don't know about it anymore. But Mike, this is an issue with no answer, and I'm getting a lot of texts from people saying, you know, what are you complaining about? Weed has never been better. Never. And they don't know what you're talking about. How old are you, Mike?
I'm 55. If you can find the right place, it's good. But I search for specific strains, and I go to where those are available. So it's still the Wild West. There's none of this.
You're right, but that's nobody cares about the quality because nobody cares about the quality. That's what I'm getting at. If consumers demanded a certain quality and a certain strain, it would be different, but they don't. They really don't, and I think that's why dispensaries just do the bare minimum to get by. Why would they bother trying to make a better strain?
They're not doing that great now either. They're consolidating. A lot of them are closing up. Weed prices are coming down. It's not the good old days.
No, not like you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's. Were you hoping that we'd have a recommendation?
Oh no. You know, really, the biggest scam is that all sales are final. So.
Oh wait, you want to be able to return it?
Oh, I don't know, or exchange it, or have somebody say, "Hey, you know what? We really screwed up. That's on us.
Okay, and what would it be? Are you complaining about the high that you get, or what are you complaining about exactly? Because it's all going to make you high.
Well, that's coming from a layman perspective. I mean, it's not about necessarily getting high.
What is it?
Terpenes offer different benefits. There are neuroprotective benefits. There are anti-inflammatory benefits. There are, I use it for spasticity and pain as well.
But what I'm asking you is, how do you know on that medical level, you're not getting those benefits?
By, well, how it makes me feel, number one.
Okay.
But, you can tell when you smell it or you taste it, this is old. So you go in thinking you're getting top quality, and they send you out with what is known as Reggie shelf in the industry. That's the old dead stuff that people give away. So I'm getting sold this stuff as if it were top quality, and I have no recourse. They go, well, sorry.
I see what you're saying. Now I see what you're saying.
Sales are final, so come in and we'll give you a discount on some more crap. And so that's just where
Why
I'm
not
at.
grow your own? You can do that in this state. I know it takes a little bit of an investment.
I'm not much of a green thumb myself, so
Got it. Yeah, it probably does take
you
a
gotta
lot.
be good. You got to know what you're doing.
That is a
So I
curious
try to
thing. I
talk to
mean,
guys who know what they're
I'm
doing.
surprised more people don't grow their own.
I think a lot of people do. I think that's part of the competition in the state compared to other states where you can't grow it.
Let me ask you something as a smoker and an avid smoker or toker or whatever you want to call yourself. Do you share this opinion with a lot of people? Do a lot of people complain about the quality of marijuana?
Boy, it's a tough thing. I think you kind of have to get recommendations from people. Because you can't trust what you find on. There's an app called Weed Maps. That's generally how I research and find these places, and it's based on the products that they're growing and selling.
Years ago,
and
go ahead.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had a joke that I almost wanted to do, and it was going to, Mark, you'll like this. It was going to be called Reefer List, as opposed to Referral List, Reefer List, and never went through with it because I thought that people would be upset with it. So here's the deal. I don't think that really there's much you can do about an industry.
I just see if they'd take it back. I mean, that's it. Who
He
cares?
said they won't. And that's the thing. I don't.
Sales are final.
Yeah. Let's go to this Walmart call.
Yeah, let's find out what's going on at Walmart. What's happening? What can we do to help you? Again, is this Celesta? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it is.
Celesta, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my niece worked for Walmart for 31 years. She started there when she was young, and they come out and they fired her. I know that we live in a right to work state, but what they fired her for,
It's not a right to work. You mean it's an employee at will state.
Yeah.
Just the opposite of what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay. She bought a blouse, okay,
Yeah.
and, at regular price. The next day, it was on sale, so she brought it back, and she got the sale price. So, but everybody does it over there, and they fired
Wait a
her
minute. Did
because
she
of
get
that.
the
They said
retail
she
price, or
was
did she get what? So are you saying she got more money than she paid, or less money than she paid?
No. She had bought the blouse at the regular price.
Yes.
She was off. She was a customer. She come in as a customer.
I get it. And then she brought it back. But when she brought it back, she got less back, is what you're saying.
No, when she brought it back, they refunded the original purchase price. Let's say it's $20. Then the blouse got marked down to $10 to make up a price, and
Okay,
she
got it.
repurchased the blouse for half price.
Got it. Okay.
And that would be an ethics complaint, and she probably went through ethics and got to state her case, right?
No.
Well, that's what she needs to do then.
Okay. Well, number one, Tom Martino.
Yeah.
It's almost been 2 years, and she's been applying for jobs out there, and she hasn't got one.
Well,
So I'm
forget
thinking
about my
that
whole
Walmart's
ethics
very
thing.
well known that she's blackballed. I think she's blackballed.
Well,
I assure you, Walmart doesn't go out of their way to blackball an hourly employee ever, or any employee.
Yeah, and I doubt
really?
they don't want to do that because of liability purposes. They never want to do that.
So, what kind of lawyer would she need? I mean, she needs help.
I don't think you want to know the truth. I don't think she has a lawsuit anywhere. Who's she going to sue?
It was 2
Who's she gonna
years
sue?
ago.
Yeah, she's not going to sue anybody either. She doesn't have the money to sue, so who's she going to go after?
Well, she wants to go after Walmart.
But
You know,
she's
she
not
can't
going
get a
to.
job, man.
She's not going to get. Does she have 10 grand to start the lawsuit?
No.
So what I'm getting at is you're not going to be able. Do you true?
I don't even know what she would sue
That's what
for,
I'm getting
because
at.
That's policy.
Yeah, she's
I'm
not going to be
assuming
able.
that's policy.
She's not going to be able to sue. So I don't even, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. She doesn't even have a lawsuit. I mean, first of all, she doesn't have the money. So what difference does it make? She doesn't have the money.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I still don't get why she can't get another job. I mean, you're telling me if she walks into a McDonald's, they just go no.
Yeah, well, she's applied for your fast foods now.
There's got to be something else going on there. I mean, is she
there
in
are
Colorado?
a lot of people that can't get jobs, and God knows why. I mean, but here's what he's doing. He's calling us saying, my friend can't get a job. I think she's been blackballed. We want to sue. First of all, people don't understand this. Before you do anything, a lawsuit is 10 grand minimum. There's no lawsuit in the world less than 10 grand to start. Okay? None. And there's another thing people don't understand. People do not understand that there are no free attorneys at all, ever. The attorneys are
except criminal.
Yeah, we are right. And then also you get an assigned attorney, or personal injury you get on a percentage fee basis.
But that's not free. Going to your point, that's not free at all.
So really, what good does it matter? You're not going to be able to sue. She doesn't have the money to sue. You thought somebody would take it on contingency. This whole notion that attorneys fight things on contingency is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Attorneys want to make lots of money. They are not going to take a case unless they think there is a ton of money on the other end. That is life. Honest to God, it is.
And I want to make just a total guess. I don't know. I'm sorry, your niece or whoever it is, but I'm guessing it went more this way, and I could be wrong. She worked in the department, marked down the blouse, and purchased the blouse, because that's a big no-no.
No. She did not do that. No. She's a very simple person. She don't do stuff like that. Very simple. No, I'm serious. She's a simple person, man.
I get it.
She wouldn't do nothing.
It's crazy, though, 31 years. 31 years.
Yeah.
That's how long. Wait a minute. 31 years. That's how long she's worked on that?
She worked at Walmart for 31 years.
Yeah.
She was I bet she had probably 8 weeks, 9 weeks a year off. I bet she was probably $30 an hour.
There had to be a big reason why she's not. They don't just get rid of people. And
well, I don't know. They walked out, like my brother-in-law worked there, and they walked out and fired this little Spanish guy that worked there for 40 years, and they told him he was fired, and he said, why? They said, well, we don't have to give you a reason.
That's right. They don't have to.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way in Walmart. It simply doesn't. And if you think you got fired unjustly, you can reach out to their ethics department and plead your case. Like if you think the manager fired her because, it was a love triangle or anything, it doesn't matter. If it was unjust, they have so many options for an employee that got fired to go back and try to get their job back. But 2 years later, I highly doubt it.
Well, in March, it would be 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. I mean.
Okay, 1 year and 10 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if I were you, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're talking about shopping for a Mercedes-Benz, and she doesn't have a dime. So what difference does it make?
Yeah.
I mean, and first of all, she doesn't have a right to the job. They can fire her. Second of all, you just have a hunch she's being blackballed. I don't understand it. They don't blackball people. They don't want the liability of blackballing. They don't want to say to somebody, oh yeah, we caught her, we think she sucks, or we think she steals, or we think this, or we think that. If I were you, the best thing you can tell her is to work on herself and get a good job. Really, Celeste. That's what I would say.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to shoot you down, but we don't have an attorney that'll take this case. We got more coming right up on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-8255.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
You know what? Fix It 24/7 has the absolute best deal ever on refurbishing your furnace for just $39 if you've never had it done. Why are they doing this? They want to show you what kind of a company they are. They want to show you how thorough they can be, so they can be your company for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. For $39, they take apart your furnace and refurbish it, cleaning it, deep cleaning it, and inspecting it and examining it with a no breakdown guarantee. And when you have it done for $39, you're eligible to get in a drawing 2 playoff tickets. 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Hey, it's open enrollment for 2 days only. You have to go in and make any changes you want to your health insurance or to get health insurance. And if you've ever looked on the exchange, it can be very confusing. But here's the great news. We have a company that can help you, Integra Insurance, insurance brokers to find you the best deal on the market. 303-466-5500. They'll fit a plan to your terms and conditions, to your likes and dislikes, to your desires. Whatever you want, they can go through and help cull it down and find the best plan and save you money. They've been doing it for me for 10 years. 303-466-5500, 466-5500.
Are you ready for a secure retirement? Most people are not. Are you worried that your savings won't last? I'm going to tell you something. Join myself, Suzanne, and the MyMoneyMyWay.com experts next Thursday for a free educational seminar. We're going to have experts there with reverse mortgages, retirement annuities, long-term care planning. We're going to have it all. You can ask all the questions. It'll be a Q&A, but it's Thursday, January 22nd, 6:30 in the Tech Center at the Even Hotel, E-V-E-N, the Even Hotel. It's right across the street from Maggiano's. You're going to get the real answers from experts, and there's no pressure. It's just valuable information. Spots are extremely limited. Call right now, 303-779-6600. I'd love to meet you, 303-779-6600. I got it. Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? Hello. What is your first name? Now I see what Kelly goes through sometimes. What? Okay, listen to this.
We don't hear.
You couldn't hear that?
No. We don't get that.
It literally said, so understand this, it called me, and I pick up, and it said, your call cannot be completed as dialed. How the fuck does that happen? Kelly, you were out, so I picked up the phone. Can you hear me? Of course not. She's in zone 7.
You get a ride home.
How do I call someone and make it say that? That's crazy.
It's backwards.
We went and saw a movie Saturday, and it was called It was about a fucking, not an ape, but a monkey that went ape.
Primate?
Primate.
You went and saw that?
Yeah, we saw it
Tell me
Saturday.
about it. I've been so excited for this.
Is it
It's
good?
like, it's decent. I mean, it's
What is it
literally a
about?
monkey.
What is it
a
about?
monkey
Gets
that
rabies,
gets rabies in Hawaii, which, by the way, there isn't rabies in Hawaii, by a mongoose, and just beats the shit out of people and tears their face off and fucks them and does all kinds of good shit.
So it's a comedy.
It's a comedy of errors.
Well, the trailer looks wild, man.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm not going to say it was the best movie, but it was good. It was decent.
Good horror film. I mean, it made you jump and
Yeah.
creepy.
I won't tell you how it ends, but I'll tell you this.
The tagline is "What's wrong with Ben?"
People had their faces ripped off and killed. The monkey kills in numerous ways.
And who
The monkey is really smart too. So it's got like a little computer thing,
Yeah.
a tab.
Bad, good.
Yep. Bad Diane. Bad Diane.
And they're all in the pool because he can't swim or something.
Monkeys can't swim. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Are you shitting me?
Did you know that? I had no idea about that.
No, I didn't. Guess we know where you're going tonight. Yeah, man. I haven't been to the movie theater in, God.
We went and saw, what is it, Ash and Ice or whatever, Avatar.
Yeah, was that good?
Yeah, it was good.
I like the first one.
I hear it sucks.
It seems like almost all.
The one where the housemaid comes in is a great fucking movie. I can never remember her name. Who's the one with the jeans? She has good jeans, and everybody got pissed at it. No, Sigourney Weaver. My
No.
God, she's like 97.
You're talking.
The red-haired
Sweeney,
girl.
but what was the movie she did?
Yeah.
Like The Housemaid. I think it was called The Housemaid. That's out, and that is fucking phenomenal.
I haven't seen that.
Phenomenal.
Did you see that
Is it
one?
a chick flick?
Oh, God, no. Not a chick flick at all. It's The Housemaid.
I still haven't seen the
Suspense.
One Battle After Another. I don't know if that's.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Something that I take very seriously is the company I started called Wave 8 Wealth Management, and I just want to tell you a few things that we can do for you. We can take a given amount of money and do a test on what our strategies are performing at and what they would have been performing at for the last 3 to 5 years, and in some cases 10 years, based on real market numbers. So you can see what we've been doing instead of hearing about it or believing it. You don't have to invest a dime. You don't have to obligate yourself to anything except tell us your time horizon and your age, and we will tell you exactly what our portfolio is doing for a given amount of money, period. So give us a call, 303-771-HELP, 771-4357, or go to wave8capital.com. 100% of my money is invested in this company, and I give it my all every single day. 303-771-HELP, wave8capital.com. Now, let's talk about invested in your company. Mark Szymanski, I've known him for so many years. Genesis Total Exteriors, they do such a great job. And that's why we say get them to examine your home. They do what's called a checkup. Someone wanted to know, Mark, they had heard you mention one time a checkup where you go through and walk the outside of the house with them and come up with recommendations for preventive maintenance or repairs. Do you recall talking about that in the past?
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Yes.
And that's free anytime. We're more than happy to come walk a whole house with a customer and go that you might want to do to preventive maintenance your house. There's no charge for that.
Okay, and also, so we got another one on. We heard Mark one time talk about railings. Again, I think you were talking about replacing wood railings with metal railings inside a home. Are you still doing that?
You bet. So different things you can do. You could do a whole wood or a whole metal railing, so the handrail part as well as the spindles are all metal. Or you can, if you have a wood railing and you want to just take the spindles out, to kind of have a intermediate look, so not so contemporary as all metal. You could have a wood along with the metal spindles. Looks really nice. It's beautiful. Beautiful look.
That's GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Now, I have Matt Stanford. And Matt, at first I thought these were my friends because they ask if you go to California, but they're not my friends. I'll bet you more and more people are. And let me explain what I'm talking about. I referred Matt to one of my friends who has a home in Malibu. And they were being really screwed over by, or they think they are, by their insurance company. And I'm not sure, Matt, what your answer was. Were you able to help them? Because this is another person in California. Are you able to help people in California?
I'm not licensed there, but I have contractors that I know that are on the ground there. And I have a couple of public adjusters that are licensed there. They're not from there, but they went when the fires occurred.
And you can do like a co-op. You can help them and refer them.
Yeah, well, we can share the fee, and basically just work in tandem with the contractors that are out there. So there are ways around that.
Okay, good. Now, to be licensed, how many states do require licenses for public adjusters? Do all of them?
No, not even close. About half of them do. And then there are some states that if you're licensed there, you're reciprocal with many others like Texas and Florida. If that's your home state, you're reciprocal with most other states that require a license.
Okay, that's interesting. And we have another one here about storm damage. Let's see, where the heck is it? Matt, on the Mark Szymanski, on the siding, they want to know, and I think we've answered this before, can they switch from regular siding, whatever that is, to stucco?
You bet. Of course you can. And a lot of times we'll leave the original siding on. If it's not too water damage or anything, we can leave the original siding on. And what we'll do is we'll put chicken wire or the mesh on, and then we'll go ahead and stucco right on top of the existing siding as long as it's in decent shape.
So how does insurance cover that? They have an insurance claim. Would they pay the upcharges? That's how it usually works?
The insurance company's not going to pay for the upcharge. They're going to pay you for the value of the siding.
And then they kick in the rest if they want you to upgrade.
You bet.
Okay. But I imagine if you're there doing an insurance job anyway, let's say the siding, and they get a credit, it's going to be cheaper than just getting somebody out there to do stucco one day. The time to do it is when you have a claim, right? I mean,
if you have a claim, sure. Why not have insurance help you pay for something? If you upgrade your house, your insurance company's not getting upset with you. They just want your house repaired to be equal to or better than what it was before.
Okay. I find this text very interesting. Tom, I haven't heard you do consumer news lately. Now, I do consumer news now and then. And the reason I haven't done it is because usually if we have calls, I take calls first or I have guests. But they wanted to ask me if I knew about this McDonald's lawsuit. I find it here's what I find shocking. First, that McDonald's would do it. Second, that people would take the time to sue. I don't know which one is worse. I mean, but McDonald's is being sued for the McRib sandwich. Do you know why? Does anyone know why? Mark, do you know why?
Yeah, because there's like no rib in it. There's no rib meat.
I know, but why do you sue for something like that? That's the part
there was another big one like that. It was the chicken wings, but they weren't chicken wings.
Oh,
they were chicken nuggets.
McNugget.
Oh my God!
And
anyway,
the woman that sued for the hot coffee years ago.
That was a good one.
Anyway, McDonald's says it's a distortion of facts, but the 45-page complaint says there is absolutely zero rib meat, and it's called McRib, and they think it suggests 16 claims, okay? One of them is fraud. Another is a breach of warranty and breach of contract. So breach of contract, meaning I'm buying something called McRib and you're breaching the contract. The other one is a warranty saying that you can't warranty that it's rib because it's not. And they said rib has a distinct meaning. McDonald's says McRib gives it their spin, which means technically it's whatever they give it as a meaning.
If you look at any, this drives me nuts. If you look at any frozen chicken, or most of them, from like Sam's Club or from Costco or Walmart, a bag that you throw like 10 pieces in the oven and cook them for a half hour or whatever, all of them will say with rib meat, which drives me crazy because they mean chicken rib meat, I assume, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's
so,
right.
So why is the McRib any different? If what they're arguing is it doesn't have. Are they saying it doesn't have like?
Here's what it has.
Pork rib.
Right now, what it does have, according to McDonald's, is 100% pork sourced from farmers. Not rib meat, but every bit of it. It's 100% pork, just not ribs. And would there be damages? What are the damages? That's what I'm gonna. I don't even know what.
Refund. Give me my 99 cents back.
Is that really what they're doing? I see. This is a case where class action suits are more for the attorneys and the law firms than there are for the consumers. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I mean, I've often said that the purpose of class action lawsuits, it's a dual purpose. One, in many cases, it truly does protect consumers. I mean, this may not make a big deal, but it does. But lawsuits can protect consumers. The second thing, it keeps corporations on their toes. If you know, hey, who's going to sue us for rib meat? No one. Well, yes, someone will. Groups of attorneys will, just on the principle. So I think what it does is it gives consumers a voice without actual damages. What were you going to say, Mark?
So
break time, buddy.
March 2023, Eamon Hallam filed a class action lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings, arguing that boneless wings are a misnomer and are essentially chicken nuggets or lower quality restructured meat product. And they're basically saying they're not chicken wings. So how do you call them boneless chicken wings? And I guess it went nowhere.
Yeah. Renew Home Innovations, the best prices on furnace replacements. Just remember that. Renew Home for your new furnace, the cheapest, the least expensive, I should say. Cheap has a bad connotation, but they will beat any price. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Ryan Schuling, mornings at 6. Dan Kaplis, afternoons at 4. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
Some incidents out west into the high country. I-70 east and westbound closed between Glenwood Springs and Eagle for police activity at Hanging Lake. Detour eastbound, exit 87. Westbound I-70, exit 157 for detour. East and westbound, US 6 closed between Highway 93 and 119 due to an accident at Mayhem Gulch Trailhead. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Woodley's Fine Furniture. Woodley's Fine Furniture, specializing in handcrafted Colorado-made furniture, custom upholstery, solid wood, and the most comfortable leather furniture imaginable. You will not find better built furniture in Colorado than at Woodley's. Visit woodleys.com today.
Hey, listen to this. You know what? U.S. mortgages right now will say yes, where many lenders are saying no. Many lenders may say you have high debt ratios, low scores, but U.S. mortgages in many cases saying yes based on bank statements. Yes, even debt to income ratios more than 50% okay, less than perfect credit okay. If you're curious and you've been told no before, try U.S. mortgages for an equity loan or for a new loan or for maybe a refinance. And once you're in the program, once you are part of the U.S. Mortgages family, they refinance you free of charge whenever rates go down by 0.5%, and there's no limit to the number of times you can use it. No lender fees, no appraisals. Get in U.S. Mortgages. Get in the family. USMLoan.com, 303 low rate, 303 low rate. Now, speaking of getting in the family, what about man, this is great. Western Buildings. This is great. You know why? Because they are truly a factory right here in Colorado, employing hundreds of people and direct to consumers in all 50 states. I hate the steel business when they lie to you about being part of a factory. But at Great Western Buildings, they are from the factory, and they have beautiful garages, workshops, barns. They have riding arenas, airplane hangars, whatever your need. You'll get a beautiful building, 100% steel, and listen to U.S. Steel, and guaranteed for life. GreatWesternBuildings.com.
so good in your front entrance.
Oh, I want.
What's
I
that?
want
Put the
metal.
metal spindles in.
Yes.
I mean, you would love the look.
What, you got the wood look like I do?
Yeah, he's got.
I love the wood look.
It's old wood.
Oh,
spindles. The
yeah, not
spindles.
necessarily those spindles, but our whole house is like a cabin kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think they'd run?
I mean, the spindle itself is $6 to $8 a piece.
Talking about going up the steps there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the black would look good.
I've been looking at this.
Chandeliers.
I've been looking at this old damn feed, wondering why the hell I haven't
It really
moved.
would. Our chandeliers are black.
Son of a bitch.
Like a wrought iron.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's like
Good
kind
afternoon,
of looks like a
Tom
bunch
Martino
of
Show.
deer antlers
Mm.
and then lights on it. I got 3 stops to make, man.
Okay, what kind of insurance? Homeowners insurance, car insurance, automobile
That
insurance.
fucking FedEx.
Drop off your dog food.
Yeah, I found one. I didn't even know it was there, but it's right on my way home when I hit Castle Rock. It's right there. I had no idea that was a FedEx.
Okay, what's your first name?
Calling on pain management. You should have called before when we were talking
marijuana.
about weed.
Yeah, the marijuana guy.
That's why he's calling now.
All right,
He
hang
forgot
on
he
for me.
called.
He didn't know it was a radio show.
I don't know who we have tomorrow. I forget.
We have Paul the
Who's in
Waterman.
tomorrow, Kelly? Who's in tomorrow?
Paul
Do you know?
Paul the Waterman.
Oh, Paul. He cancels more than he doesn't. So.
I know. Well,
He hasn't been in for a while.
Who's that?
The water
The
guy.
Waterman.
Water Pros.
Oh, Water Pros, yeah.
He should team up with the Italian cheese company.
Hey, Randy, can I get
'Cause
your
they
phone number
supposedly
just in
have
case we might
plastic
run
in
out
their
of time?
cheese. They're
Can I have-
recalling it all.
Tell you what, man, there's some scary documentaries about what's
No,
in our
no,
food,
it's another national company.
Remember the movie about the guy that was only eating McDonald's for like a month, and he had to stop halfway through because the doctor was like, "You're you're gonna die."
I don't remember how long it was. It was once I like ate it back to back one day. The next day, I was like, "Oh, I can't do this." Just you're busy, you see you run out. It was just fast food in general.
Yeah.
someone sued
Taco Bell.
Coca-Cola.
It was a long break.
I try not to eat fast food. You know,
I haven't.
sometimes on the road and grab a Arby's. You know, it's easy.
I will go to Arby's.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Mark Szymanski is here. And Mark, a real quick question. Do you do any cabinets on the inside as far as painting cabinets? Somebody wanted to know.
Yeah. The exterior painting of cabinets is very popular right now.
Okay,
it's
cool.
It's an easy, inexpensive way to update the look of your kitchen.
Good. Okay. John, welcome to the show. What's going on with you, John? Oh,
I don't
he's
see
off.
it, John.
Is he off? Okay. Well, he was up there. So I'll go to Randy. Randy, what's happening with you, Randy? Welcome.
Mr. Martino.
Yes, sir.
Good to talk to you. I live up in Wyoming.
Well,
I've
welcome.
listened to you since we were both little boys.
Well, thank you, man. What's happening with you?
I am fighting. Excuse me. I am fighting State Farm right now on damage on a camper.
Okay. What's the problem?
I was driving down the road and I looked in my rearview mirror and the siding was coming off of it.
Yeah. And what was it
filed a
caused
claim.
by?
Well, I don't know, and that's my problem. I have been rejected by State Farm because there was no cause. They're telling me it has been denied. The claim has been denied.
Well,
because I have no cause.
Brandy, did you call? This is Matt with Paragon. Did you call me a couple weeks ago?
I did, Matt.
Yeah.
And I tried that other number you gave me.
I
and
gave
I
him
have
that
no
petty details.
Yeah, but
guy.
here's the problem, and
he won't know anything on campers.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because but Matt has a head for insurance, and he knows exactly what's going on here. If you can't tie it to an event, and by the way, this is what's really weird: the event can't be driving down the road because that's what campers normally do. It has to be something outside of the normal course of events that caused it.
Well, why don't you say it was windy as hell that day? Give him something.
Yeah, if he was parked in a campsite and wind came along, and it would be wind damage for sure. But it's not, if he's going down the road and he notices the siding coming off, he has to tie it to an event. So if something made it come loose, what was it that made it come loose? That's what they want to know. They're not going, it's not a warranty.
Let's ask Brian. Let's ask Compass real quick.
Okay, and they're going to tell you the same thing, I think, but let's call them.
No,
Okay?
it made me think of something on RV coverage.
All right,
but
good.
Let's see what Brian
All
says.
right, so-
And while we're waiting, let's go to the other one.
Yeah, John, real quick here. What's your problem with your pain clinic, John?
Yeah. Hey, Tom, we are looking for a pain management clinic. And the problem is that Linda broke her femur here October the 4th. And we've been to orthopedic about 4 times. Everything is intact. It looks good. But the pain on her sutures are unbearable.
Okay.
So we're looking for a pain management clinic.
If you're, I have to be very straight with you, John. I'm going to be straight with you. Are you talking about, when you say pain management, are you talking about getting a prescription for pain meds?
No meds. She can't take narcotics. It's got to be, a different anything but narcotics.
That's why I asked about it, because some people just want pain meds, and what happens is they won't help you because of the original doctor or surgeons. They're going to go back to them to find out why they're not prescribing them. But how long ago was surgery?
October the 4th.
And her surgical site is still sore. What about the doctors that took care of her? Do they have any recommendations?
We've been to see them about 3 times, and they just said it's part of the healing process, Tom.
I'm shocked there's nothing topical that would help.
There are some things, even subcutaneously, Mark, and topical, both. And have you ever gone to, who used to be our they were really good, Denver... it was Denver Pain or something, Denver Pain Clinic. I'm trying to think of their name.
I can't think of it either.
I think it was Denver.
Suzanne will know it.
I think it was Denver Pain Management. They were really good people.
I will have Kelly get his information, and I promise Suzanne will email the information, because you're right. They're great people, and that's all they did. They manage pain.
They did, and they do have topical treatments.
That's what we want.
They do have topical treatments for that. Okay, so
we got a break.
Okay, we'll come back with Brian Burns and more coming right up on the Troubleshooter Show. K&H Home Solutions now has painting pros as well. khwindows.com.
Now, impact traffic.
Some incidents out west into the high country. I-70 east and westbound closed between Glenwood Springs and Eagle for police activity at Hanging Lake. Detour eastbound, exit 87. Westbound I-70, exit 157 for detour. East and westbound, US 6 closed between Highway 93 and 119 due to an accident at Mayhem Gulch Trailhead. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, Gravina's has great windows, siding, and doors. Gravina's, a family tradition from the time the dad started this company years and years ago, taken over by his son Larry, and now Nick's taken over for Larry. If you see the name Gravina and 950 West Evans, you know you have the company. Gravinas.com, 303 Gravina. 50 lines of windows. They will never sell you just one. If you have one that'll fit your needs, that's what you get. They have such a giant selection of window siding and doors. That's 303 Gravina. Vestera Turnkey can get you into a rental without the conventional hassles, meaning you can be a landlord and you can own 1, 2, or 3 or 4 rentals. I have 4 of them with Vestera. What they do is hold your hand through the whole process. They help you identify great properties in great markets. They help you get a great management company that rent out to great tenants. And if it all sounds great, you're right, because I'm doing it. If you want to find out more, call VesteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788. That's 303-888-3788. Mark?
All right, listen, there's lots of great companies out there, but the one I want to tell you about right now. Okay, I got caught with my pants down. I already closed it. Who am I doing, Dragon? Who? CMG, one of the best lenders out there. Look at that. See how I rebound? In all honesty, if you need a home loan, I'm not kidding, they can do a traditional 30-year mortgage like everybody can. But remember, they're the bank. These guys lend out over $2 billion a month. They're a direct lender for real. It's their money. On top of that, they have a reverse mortgage department that is simply on fire right now. You're going to get the lowest rates and the lowest fees on a reverse mortgage, and they will walk you through every step. I know one of the top dogs over there, and that's John Clace. The other thing is their 30-year line of credit. It's unbelievable. It's a 30-year line of credit, somewhat like a HELOC, but it's a first position loan, and they can't take it away for 30 years. You can actually offset any payments, too, by what's in the checking account. They're the only bank that I know that does the all-in-one loan. I want you to call John directly. He's the guy you want to deal with. Go to partnerinlending.com. That's partnerinlending.com. Woo, I did get caught with my pants down. I closed everything up over here. I had no idea who I was doing.
So we, I use Vestera as well as CMG. And it's a mind fuck because you deposit money in your checking account and the next day it's gone because it's against your loan.
Yeah.
And so every day you're looking at your account. I don't have any money in my checking account. I mean, it's a mind fuck.
Because it's all there.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just reduces your,
Yeah, I know what you mean by a mind fuck, yeah.
It's just like, damn.
But it offsets anything you pay.
I know, and it will take money back out of the account.
Yeah, John told me he did yours.
Yeah.
And then he did my friend Walmart Brian. Him and his wife come and stay with us when they go skiing each year, but he had John just do one for him, too. He loves it. How long it take you from application to done?
They should call it the liquid loan again, by the way, too.
I think it was about 45 days.
That's pretty good for that loan. I like how they go off assets, too.
Put it on my house.
The liquid loan.
Free and clear, so now
That's what we did.
Yeah. So it's just sitting there.
We've never used ours. Actually, we helped our son out when he bought that first house until his bonus came in. But, I mean, he pays the interest. That's the only time we've used a line of credit. But it's so nice just having it there.
It is. Yeah, because we're able to buy another house, and we're looking for another flip to do. So it's just, I don't have to go through any I can pay cash.
Yeah, and you shop as a cash buyer, which is cool.
But it's I sit there and open it up and like,
I'm broke!
Yeah, you're geared to like, oh, that's not good. Oh.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny.
And then it reports it goes on your credit report and like, oh, gee, you got, your mortgage just went up. And I wish that didn't get reported every month. But, I guess I don't care. I'm important in my life that this is probably the only one I'll ever have. And this is it.
So what do you think? What's your gut against the Bills, man?
I think it's been a close game, but I think we might squeak it out. Because we got to see which Bo Nix shows up. The one that the one can pass, or the one that
Who are the odds favoring?
And they're beat up.
Nobody hears
I was
me.
shocked Eagles lost.
Nobody
I
hears
couldn't
me.
believe it.
They're beat up.
Huh?
They're just.
Who are the odds
They're
favorite?
not in sync at all.
what?
Not at all.
Of the Broncos.
Surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Bills by 2 points, point and a half.
Well, wouldn't that be cool
Really?
if we went back to
Yeah.
the Super
Wow.
Bowl?
That would be very cool.
The 60th, the 50th, and the 60th.
Yeah, that would be kick-ass.
Maybe I'd win the lottery. I've been a holder since '75.
We are not going to have
Never got
time for
What are we at, 99 and 2000, or is it 2000, 2001?
All right,
And then
Stinky, I'm gonna have to
2015.
schedule
No,
you for
16.
tomorrow, okay? So I'm going to
Yeah.
call you back at 10 a.m.
But was it 99 and 2000 or 2000, 2001, Elway? I don't remember.
No, 2001. You mean the Super Bowl winner?
The back-to-backs.
2001 was Rams, St. Louis Rams.
So it was 99, I believe.
99 would have been Green Bay.
Aaron Lee on SCOTUS taking up trans athlete bans Tuesday on Ryan Schuling Live.
Hi, let's go to Brian Burns, Compass Insurance. Brian, so this guy's driving down the street, down the road with his camper, and he's insured by State Farmer, and he noticed siding flying off the camper. They won't cover it. They say, we don't know what the cause is, and if it's poor manufacturing or poor quality or whatever, we're not covering that. What would happen in a case like that? Because I know you insure RVs.
Yep. Yeah, and it is not a common exclusion. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. You do have to tie it to a covered peril still. And if it's just that the siding is not put on correctly, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what they're saying, but it doesn't surprise me they're wanting to deny coverage for that.
Right. That is, but okay. In order for it to be covered, let's put it this way: what would they need to be covered?
Well, I mean, I guess if you were going to tie it to wind, but if you're saying it's wind damage that's causing it, it would need to be in a stationary, place, and the wind
that's exactly right.
And it was, you know what I mean? It's just because you're driving down the highway and things are falling off. That doesn't, that's not wind coverage or wind damage in that sense. It sounds like it's just not manufactured correctly or something's wrong with it.
Now, is there anything you're not telling us that would help us decide this, sir? I mean, Randy, Randy, you know what we can do? We can try to get you back on tomorrow, but and maybe make a phone call or two. But right now, Brian Burns, thank you. Compass Insurance Group, 303-996-9000 for your insurance checkups. Mark Szymanski, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Matt Stanford, ParagonServices.com. They're all at Referralist.com. Save all your problems for us.
All right, you're clear, buddy.
See ya, bro.
Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino. And stay